Alright. Whoa, let's get started. Sorry about the noise. Wow. It has been quite a bit since I streamed, so just trying to get back into it, but let's get started. Hello, everybody. Shino the Penguin back at you with another stream. Welcome. It's been, how long has it been since I last streamed? I think I want to say like 2 weeks? Like 2 weeks-ish, which is kind of, honestly, no, 3 weeks, right? 2-3 weeks. Yeah, I was back home, did some stuff, helped with moving, and now we're back. And God, it's crazy, because I think the last stream I technically did was Uma, just to kind of be like, hey, let's play the English version, see what's up with that. But it is kind of been insane, the number of people who have been getting into this game. Like, I was looking, or I was updating my tags for this, and I was like, I saw there was like, what, 28,000 people who are like watching this right now. I'm like, that's insane. It's like freaking insane. Like, why is my thing? Insane. My tracky's not working very well, or maybe it's because it's been so long since I was like, come on, insane. There we go, insane. No, it's crazy considering I've been streaming this game ever since I started streaming, which has been, it's gonna be 5 months-ish, 5 months ago, so it hasn't been that long, but back in those days, I mean, there was only like 1 or 2 people who were following the game, and now seeing it's like thousands of people is freaking insane. It's bonkers. But we'll do a bit of a change of pace. I'm gonna be playing the Japanese version of the game. I'm gonna be doing some CM training. Basically, it's like I guess the PvP mode that the English version is gonna get, I think, in about a year. I don't know when they did the first one, but it's gonna be a little bit, so y'all don't worry. You know, I know it's overwhelming between like all the different Umas and like the support cards that are coming out. Kita-san Black's coming out. Everybody's freaking out about that one, rightfully so. But it's, yeah, I mean, it's still very early stages. It hasn't even been like 2 weeks. It's been like, yeah, 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks. It hasn't even, it's been less than a month for sure. So it's been pretty bonkers in that sense. But enough about me yapping. Let's get into it, and I'll do my thing, and we'll get into it. So let's do it. Okay. Alright, so for the upcoming Champions meeting, I guess for those of y'all, because this is kind of not a thing in English yet, so Champions meeting is basically, you know, y'all have your standard, that's not right, the PvPs, this one, what the English version calls team trials, what I've been referring to as stadium. That's the other thing too, is like trying to get used to the English naming conventions versus what was kind of accepted as translate terms has been kind of a little bit of a weird shift for me. Like, I'm so used to like calling this like, oh, stadium, but no, it's team trials. The team trials is the current only thing that's happening in the English version, but we got other things in the Japanese version. I mean, it's 4+ years, gotta have some other things in our life. Hey Raze, what's up? I know, right? EN is really eating up the game. It's pretty neat. It's crazy, right? Because it's like it's actually grown since I've been seeing the charts of people who have been like the playership, and it's or playership, the like playing. I guess that's the right term, playership. And it's grown since it's been released. It's been like it's been steadily growing and growing. I'm like, that's crazy. I can't. I feel like it probably like died down a little bit, but it's actually gotten even more and more popular since it's been released. I'm not sure when it's going to die down, but it'll probably die down in about, I don't know when, but it's going to die down eventually, right? I'm curious if it's going to fall off after CM, to be honest. If I had to guess, there is a scenario that I know a lot of people quit in for the Japanese version, which I'm sure that's not going to come out for like a long time, but there is a scenario. So this is the current scenario, or our finals or finale, which another English versus Japanese difference. It's called the Ura Finals here. It's called the Ura Finale in the English version. But yeah, these are all the different scenarios. Look at all the future stuff that y'all have looked forward to. But this is the first one. Second one's not too bad. This is the Aoharu Cup, I guess. This is going to be absolute. I think this is really gonna like cut down the number of players if something else doesn't already do that before then, because this scenario takes so freaking long to do. Between the fact that you have to do races, it's like optimal strategy to do as many races as you can in this one. So it takes like 45 minutes, 45 to like 60 minutes per run for the scenario, and it like a lot of people quit after that because it was like, this is just tedious as hell. And I think ever since then, or I know that ever since then, all the different scenarios have never really gotten that long, because I think they realized, oh, we shouldn't have each scenario be like hours long, because that just kills playership. So, but I'm sure there's going to be something before that that's probably going to kill off or not kill off, but like kind of die down the hype a little bit. Not that I'm really looking forward to that in a sense, but like it's gonna happen, right? Like there's gonna be a drop off at some point. It's still kind of nice to be seeing, you know, all these different people, like God, like all the different streamers, all the different, like, you know, like I don't want to say normies, but like, you know, like the people who don't really play these types of games and just giving it a chance, and it's like, oh, it's actually pretty fun. And it's like, it's pretty wild seeing that as somebody who's been playing this game for 4+ years, ever since it first came out in the English version. Gotta ride the wave and enjoy the hype while it's here. And for sure, man. Like, I was taking like a sneak peek. I don't know how many viewers I have right now, but I was taking a sneak peek at the viewers, and I saw I had 5 viewers, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's a lot more than I usually have. Don't tell me how much I have right now. I'll just ignore that and pretend that I have so many loving fans that are watching me right now. Anyway. So, right, CM. So CM, how do I explain this in a way that isn't, that's the Legends race, that's that. They don't have a preview screen for that right now. So Champions meeting, basically how it works is, actually, maybe I might find a website for this. This actually might be better if I find Game Torah. And for those of you who are playing Uma, I would highly recommend. Hold on, let me switch over to my desktop. I would highly recommend. That's not the right one. Ignore that. That was my OBS. I would recommend this site. So this is Game Torah, GameTorah.com. Very, very useful website. I used this a lot when I was using for the Japanese game as well. They have a ton of nice tools, like they have all the characters, supports, you know, you can look at the skills, missions, all that stuff. So like if you look at character, well, this is the Japanese version, but if you look at like the global, you can see it has all the information, it has all the kind of unique skills, it has, and what's really nice about it is it has like, you know, top bottom options, because unfortunately the English version doesn't have the thing where you can see what option pick, like which kind of things you get for option. So this is kind of nice in being able to just kind of go to this site, see that, oh, this is the event that's going on, and then being able to choose whichever one is right for you. So that's useful. There's also a lot of other good comparison, like you can compare cards, you can compare support cards, which is really nice. You can compare characters. There's compatibility stuff, so like stuff with raising parents. If you're a degenerate, you can pull gotchas. Oh my god, I wish that was me IRL, but unfortunately that didn't happen, so I guess I used all my luck there. That's Rippo. But anyway, my point being, why did I go to this site again? Oh, right. For the Champions meeting, let me zoom in a little bit, because I'm sure y'all can't see that right now. So basically, Champions meeting, right? It's basically like I guess a more competitive version of the team trials. So you have a team of 3. Usually it's focused on one distance. So it's unlike the team trials where it's like all 5 distance slash types. I say that because, you know, dirt is also another one. There focuses on one. So for example, like a medium race. So it goes there. You train. You do your standard thing where, you know, you train your Umas. You have a team of 3, and then you bring them to a single race, or like you compete against them in a race with other players. So it's very similar to team trials, except in this case you have, and I'm trying to see where it's a good one that I can see. So the tournament is 3 rounds. First 2 rounds are qualifiers. 2 days. You can make up to 4 attempts per. Yeah, you could. So each. So you do like 5, I guess, 4 attempts, each consisting of 5 individual races, matched up against your opponents. Best attempt will count. So basically, what you have here is that you need to win 3 out of the 5, I guess, like sort of races in order to advance to this group A. If you don't, you advance to this group B, and then from there, there's a thing where you have to do the same thing with the round 2. Where if you're in Group A, you're going to be facing off against kind of better opponents, you know, for most part. And then if you win 3 times there, you advance to Group A finals. If you don't, or if you only win 1 or 2 times, then you move on to Group B finals. If you don't ever get a win in Group A, which is very unlikely to happen, which would be very sad, I think you just end there. But yeah, then it's pretty much you don't even make it to the final round. That's kind of the same apparently with Group B here, where it's like you need to win 1 time within the 5 races. And again, you get 4 attempts per day, and you get 2 days to do it, so you get a pretty good number of attempts to do to be able to kind of at least win once out of all the trials that you have here. And so once you get to the final, it's literally just 1 race against 2 other players, each with 3 other Umas, so it's a 9 Uma race, and you win by getting first place like everything else in your life. So that's pretty much what the Uma, that's a CM, that's a kind of the general gist of what CM is like. But basically what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to train for those. We got the new scenario that came out about a few weeks ago, that is so freaking overpowered. Like, I want y'all to look at the current Umas that I have, the most recent Umas that I built right now. I think it's, the cutoff is probably here? No, it's probably like right here. So up to this point, so like all from Jungle Pocket onward, because this is like sorted by newest, these are the Umas that I've made. This scenario is broken, I'll just say that. And for those of you who are kind of who are coming in from the English version, you're probably wondering what the hell is all with this UC bullshit. This is what happens when each scenario power creeps, and then you eventually get to a point where there's point of no return. Like, for instance, y'all probably know that 1200 is the max for each stat. That's not really the case anymore. Look at this. You get 1900 speed, 1700 stamina. Like, all these are like above 1250. It's a crazy life out here. It's a crazy life in the Uma world. So 4 attempts per day. This is so much better than Grand Blue Fantasy Guild War. I would hope so. I would hope so. It's still kind of a little bit limited, but yeah, it is a bit more generous in the sense that you get the number of attempts that you do. Although I think it's technically the first 3 attempts are free, and then the last attempt I think you have to use 30 gems, or 30 carrots, sorry, which is honestly negligible if anything. So it's whatever. But yeah, no, this is crazy. Like, look how close I was getting to UA. That's insane. That's insanity right there. Like, I think I'm already good here. So we're gonna, yeah, I think Katsuragi Ace I've already kind of pretty much made here. I'm satisfied. I got the S distance. Really what I'm looking for here for kind of a good competitor for the champions meeting is I'm looking for kind of a mid S. Ideally somewhere in the high UBs, maybe even the low UAs, which I still haven't gotten to UA, so that's maybe a goal for today, trying to get up to there. But hopefully we get to one of those. And then I guess skill-wise, there isn't really an essential skill to have here, which is kind of nice, so I'm just kind of, taking as many skills as I can. The other nice thing about this scenario is it gives so many skill points that it's just like, oof, I'm not like starved for choosing between one skill or the other. I can pretty much use every skill I want. So yeah, we got Katsuragi Ace. I think we're good there. This is interesting. So this skill is actually a different strategy. So it's technically Onige, which I think is like great escape. Well, okay, here's the thing, right? With the Japanese translation, or like with the Japanese translations for all the strategies are a bit different. Or like the ones that were accepted within the community before they made the official translations, which God, I'm still trying to get used to it. It's like, what, Pace Runner? I have the other game pulled up. Let me... So I'm so used to the whatchamacallit, the Japanese translated ones. Yeah, front runner, pace chaser, late surger, and closer. I still cannot get used to that, because in the Japanese version, or like the way I'm used to it is runner, leader, betweener, chaser. So and that makes it so much confusing, because chaser is this strategy here, but y'all know the pace chaser, that's probably what y'all are more familiar with. It's just like that one, but that's so confusing because I consider that to be leader. So forgive me if I mix up terms and stuff like that, because I'm still trying to get used to the English terms. LMAO, what a flex to have both English and Japanese run on your phone. Hey, I got big phone. I got top line phone that has, what, 256 gigabytes of storage, so I can afford to have both of these games on my phone. Although the battery life has kind of been a bit iffy as of late. I think that's just because the English version of Uma just drains so much battery. Then again, the Japanese version does a little bit, but like I feel like the English version is just... I forgot how much the early versions of that game really drain your battery. It's crazy how fast that goes. But yeah, Onige, which is basically just Nige, which is the... I already forgot the term for it. This strategy, the front runner strat, turned up to infinity, because basically... It's like, if y'all have watched the anime Twin Turbo, right? It's basically her strategy, like, surge out to the front, take up like a 9-10 pace lead and try to keep that lead. That's basically what the Onige strategy is. And the fun thing about that is that it's actually only limited to a certain number of characters. So for example, Suzuka is actually one of the original characters that got this when it first got implemented into the Japanese version. So she has that available. Katsuragi Ace has it available. If I remember correctly, the characters that have it are pretty much the front-runner characters. So what we got? Let me see. Yeah, it's Suzuka. Twin Turbo, obviously. That's obviously. Medjiro Palmer, Daitaku Helios. Yeah, Katsuragi Ace. Tap Dance City, who I would be surprised if any of y'all know who that is. But I think that's pretty much all the characters that have that available. So it's not available to every character, and you need to do a certain number of events. Like, there's certain requirements that need to be met in order to achieve it. For example, for Suzuka, you need to win, I think, 6 graded races in a row before racing in the Autumn Tendo Show, and then winning that one, and then that's how you get the Onega strategy. For Tap Dance City, I think you need to win, like, 6 graded races in Year 3. For Daitaku Helios, it's a little bit more complicated, because I think you need to win Arima Kinen, and she doesn't have a good long-distance rating, so it's a little bit harder in that sense. Like, if I pull her up, yeah, she's like an E for long-distance, so kind of need to raise her up to be a bit more better than that, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, Suzuka's is a lot more easier. There are some characters that are more easier than others to get Onike, which is why for this CM, apparently what I've been reading up on the Japanese sites is that Onike is apparently actually a pretty good strategy to have, or good strategy to do, especially now that it's so easy to get such overpowered characters. Because before, back in the day, I think Onige was kind of more of a meme strategy. It's like, oh, we just use this to kind of, you know, like, just for the memes, haha, just for funny joke. And it wasn't actually for serious meta. But now it actually might be now, because the thing with Onige is that you need a whole lot of stamina. Like, as you can probably imagine, literally using up all your energy to get up to the front and trying to keep that for the entire duration of the race is going to take up a whole lot of energy. And so that's why you need at least like this amount of energy, or stamina, I guess, in that word, in order to kind of make it feasible. So who knows, maybe that might work. So apparently the strat I'm working on is I'm trying to raise, I mean, I think I already got a pretty good Katsuragi ace. We got that going. Suzuka's the other one who I'm going to go for. This is the alternate version of her. This is her swimsuit version that came out, I want to say 2 years ago-ish. And then Chronogenesis, who actually is the newest character? Technically, the newest character that came out recently is apparently actually also pretty good. I'll go for her. It was either her or Gentle Donna, and you can see I kind of trained up some pretty good Gentle Donnas, but like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really the biggest fan of Gentle Donna. I think her character is basically that one. If y'all know It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, there's that one meme of like, I think it's like the painting, and then like Frank, or I guess Danny DeVito's character, Frank, is just like, I don't like the smug aura of this painting, it mocks me, is basically how I feel about Gentle Donna. She's like, her face, she's just, I mean, granted, it checks out because she is probably one of the most OP, I don't want to say OP, but she's definitely one of the best horses of her generation. I mean, she won the Triple Tiara, she won against like other horses that weren't fillies, more so mares, because the whole filly versus mare thing was a thing, you know, female versus male horses. And she is a female horse, as you can tell by the fact that she has the decoration on her left. That's the thing, if y'all didn't know, is that you can tell whether the horse, the IRL horse, was actually female or male based on what, I guess, what ear they have their decoration on. So for instance here, since Gentle Donna has her little decoration on her left ear, she is a female IRL. Suzuka, as you can, or maybe another good example is, yeah, I guess Suzuka. You can see she has the decoration on her right ear, therefore male IRL. There is one exception to this. I think I don't remember if I talked about it in the previous stream, but there is an example of, or not example, but one exception is fine motion. When meme becomes meta, I love that. Yeah, I mean, right? It's just like when the joke strat actually becomes something that could be feasible. Of course, I'm gonna go for that. Well, that and the fact that I don't really have, like, all the meta characters for this CM aren't really my favorite characters, so I just kind of am stuck with choosing the most meta strategy, which kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is. Where is Fine Motion? I passed her. I definitely passed. Fine Motion, where are you? Fine Motion. Fine Motion. Fine Motion. Am I stupid? Why am I not seeing her? Fine motion. Fine motion. Oh, right here. I'm so stupid. Okay. Wish I can zoom in on these, honestly. I can't really zoom in, but you can scroll. By the way, this is also another nice feature, is that you can see all their costumes and stuff. You can kind of like be creepy and be all like, oh, let me look at this. You can't, unfortunately, you can't, like, this is the extent of what you can do. You can't, like, rotate it up and down or something like that. So I know what y'all are thinking, you freaking gooners. But I mean, this is still pretty nice. You get to see kind of like nice little details in the back of their costumes and stuff. But yeah, fine motion, you can see she has decorations on both of her ears, and that's because although she was a female IRL, she actually was kind of had this weird, I don't want to say disorder is a really wrong word for that, but like some kind of genetic thing where she actually couldn't give birth. In a way, I don't know if it's considered that she was considered intersex or it's like a weird thing there, but that's why she has the decorations on both of her ears. So fun fact about that. But generally speaking, it is pretty easy to be able to tell, like, oh, like, male or female, for example, here, Smart Falcon. This one's a little bit harder to tell because she doesn't really have any decorations on her ears, but you can see that she has the kind of ribbons right here, which kind of shows that she is a male IRL, which is correct. The other way you can tell is if you look at either when they're wearing their race wear, or not the race wear, the gym wear, like they're either wearing shorts or the bloomers. That is also another indication. If they're wearing shorts, they are male. If they are wearing the bloomers, female. So fun little fact there. Urara, for instance, this is her, maybe I should pull up her actual, not her New Year's thing, but this one. Bow on the left ear, female IRL. Okay. So anyway, that's all fun and games. I love how it's been 30 minutes, I haven't even started on a run, but that's okay. We're just kind of memeing it up. I don't even know what I was getting at. Right, bows. How did we even get to that point? I don't even know. But anyway, we'll do a run. Let's actually get into the game, shall we? Let's do it. Let's get into it with some silent Suzuka runs. Got this stuff. Got our meta cards. I'm gonna get into it, and we'll see how it does. So yeah, hope everyone's having... It's Wednesday, right? Yeah, hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. It has been a good day, I guess. It's been alright. There's my favorite character, Ines Fujin. Also, the reason I'm not skipping this is because she has a really hilarious scene in this, so I just want to show y'all that. But basically the idea of this scenario is that you're trying to, I guess it's like build your own island sort of thing for training. Oh, she's lost. There's Tama. Okay, great. Oh, here she is. Yep. She's like, ah, oh, I forgot my lines. Okay, that's all I really cared about. Okay, anyway. Why does my phone do that? Y'all seeing like the top right corner there? It's like I know what that is. It's me like tilting my phone like to the landscape, but I don't know why it's doing that. That's really annoying. I need to figure out a way to turn that off. Anyway. Silence is okay. So the nice thing about this scenario is I don't really need to worry too much about the first few stages here. Like, I guess what I usually do for, and I mean this is usually the case for like kind of some of the early scenarios slash like kind of what I do for the English version is that you want to try and get, or this is the case for me at least, is like you want to try and get your supports to friendship training as quick as possible. And what I mean by that is you want to try and get them to, like the gauge here, you want to try and get them up to the 4th level or whatever, because that's what triggers the friendship training. So that's generally the strat that I usually like to go for, especially for like the first scenario, the Ura finale, when there really aren't any other gimmicks. Because the thing is, after Ura Finals, there's always going to be at least like kind of one like kind of weird gimmick for the newer scenarios. For this one, it'll show eventually. You can see that it's filling up this little gauge to the left here. the idea is that you fill up the gauge, and here comes the date event. And you want to try and get that filled up so you can get this little ticket thing here. And once you get that ticket thing, you can do this training, this island training, which is powerful. Let's just put it that way. In the simplest of words, it's good. It be good. And it's about to trigger right now, so we got a ticket available for the island, so we can go island training. And there it is. So you can see it triggers all of the kind of different trainings at once. Now if I had a friendship rainbow training, it would also trigger that. And it would trigger that for all of the ones that are available. So what I mean by that, and it'll probably be easier to show than me trying to explain it, but basically if I have like two rainbow trainings in speed, if I had like one in stamina, if I had one in wit. I keep calling it intelligence. It's not intelligence, it's wit. The idea is if I had different rainbow trainings in different, I guess, different aptitudes, the island training would trigger all of them at once. And so that's why it's super powerful, and that's why it's really nice to have that just kind of in your back pocket in a sense. But again, you only have them available for a certain limited amount of time, so it's not like you can kind of just stockpile them, because that would be way too OP. Whatever. And so I got that. We got another island training, and these gauges reset every 6 months, so it's gonna reset after this debut race. So just another kind of thing to keep an eye out for. I'm gonna do that. Okay. And then island training. Yeah, we'll do an island training. And then you can see that with the island training, it also increases the gauge of all your Umas. How great is that? That's pretty good. That's what I call pretty good. Okay. Yeah, we'll do this one. Okay. Try and get that friendship up for Tucker Bryant. So the other thing, or Tucker Bryant, I don't remember her name. The other thing about the upcoming scenarios, or the scenarios that happen after the Ura finale, is that they all have a certain kind of NPC that's tied to them. So, I should have shown it earlier. But for example, like for this one, it has this character called Tucker Blind? Tucker Blind. This one here, made up character, not based on any real life horses, but just a kind of NPC that's kind of the de facto kind of leader of this kind of adventure, so to speak. And the other thing was that is you can see that this is a support card, and her own support card. And the thing is, this is the unfortunate thing, is that pretty much every scenario onward is that you kind of need to have this support card, because it's pretty much required to be able to get the most out of each kind of training scenario. Meaning, every few months or whenever, you know, the new scenario comes out, there's a frenzy to try and get that card, because, like I said, you pretty much need to have it, and if you don't, you're pretty much inting yourself in a sense. Now for me, I kind of was SOL on pulling it, so I just kind of, that's why I'm borrowing the card instead. But generally speaking, it is kind of a little bit, I don't want to say scummy, but it's a little bit unfortunate how, okay, well that's not what you want to see. Here's another nice thing about the Japanese version. I can just redo the race, even if I, because right, I didn't technically fail the requirement or whatever, because like, you know, there's the requirements of get top 5 in this race, get top 3 in this race, and like even if you get like 5th or 3rd, it's like, okay, it's done, you're not allowed to retry it, which is kind of sucky, because like sometimes you want to get first, you know, you want to get the wins. So the Japanese game implemented this system where you can just use the alarm clocks at any time, which is, as long as you don't get first. If you get first, obviously they're not going to let you redo that, because that kind of ruins the point, but there is a little bit of that, so that's kind of nice. Okay. So for this one, This is basically another kind of way to develop, or this is I guess building your island in a sense. So you're building up like each of the aptitudes. I don't know exactly what this is the beach house, I think. All I know is that you just need to do this to get level 1 on this, and then you don't really need to worry about that in the future. I don't dive too deep into everything. That is nice. I definitely had times when I would have wanted first instead of third or fifth. Good to know for later. Yeah, I don't remember when exactly they implemented. I want to say it's not... Unfortunately, it's not going to be anytime soon, but I do know... I mean, it's going to happen at some point. And given that some of the features that are currently in the English version didn't come out in the Japanese version until later, like they've been kind of quickly implementing stuff. So who knows, maybe they might add that a little bit later. This is also the nice little... This is what I was talking about before, where you can see which option leads to which reward. So either you get speed if you choose the top option, or wit if you select the bottom option. I will select wit. Okay, I don't really like any of these options. I'll go with this one. Also, my fan died. Excuse me while I recharge my portable fan. Weather update, it's not that hot, but it is kind of hot to the point of where I need my fan, so excuse me while I plug this in. And enjoy the nice music. I do like the soundtrack for this scenario. It's summery, you know, which makes sense because island, but it fits the theme of the season for us people in the northern hemisphere. Okay. Okay, we got the ticket, and I think most, if not all, of our supports are already friendship training eligible. Friendship rainbow magic training, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I know it's technically friendship training, but I always like to call it rainbow training for kind of obvious reasons. That's not too bad. Yeah, see, so you can see, since I have one here, it's going to activate for both of them, and we get mad stats gains. You can see how you can get, you know, really high ratings in this scenario. You can go pretty crazy. I'll go for this one. Yeah. I need to remember that, like, I need to put more, and not info, but I need to put more levels into Guts, because that's been my problem lately, is since I don't have a Guts card, or I don't have a Guts support in my current lineup right now, kind of need to just raise that level up in the island building. I need to remember to do that. I'm getting brain chemicals from the thought of using the ticket with multiple rainbow trainings. Oh my god, if you use it with like 4 or 5 rainbow trainings, oh, it's beautiful. It's the stat gains are, oof, you know, it's good stuff. I didn't mean to click that. I mean, that's fine. But I kind of wanted to do you know? I wanted to do the whatever. What I get for not actually looking at my phone, I'm just looking at the screen instead of like, oh, actually seeing where I'm tapping. Oh, only 2. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Hold on a minute. What? 2. Y'all are seeing the number 2, right? As in 2 friendship trainings. But there's 3 active. Huh? I actually don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that one, but whatever. That's a... I don't know why that is. But that was three friendship trainings right there, so okay, great. Anyway, let's just ignore that. Pretend that didn't happen. Wait, yeah. I don't know. That was weird. Usually it's right. Usually it's the correct number. I'm sure there's an actually good reasoning for that. One that I just don't know. That still looked weird to me. I don't really like that. I'm just gonna go with... So this is the other thing with the support cards, is that each of these support cards has like these little kind of events, like kind of what I like to call date events, just because they're pretty much are date events. I think that's the case for the in the English version. There's the SR card, the Aoi, the what's her face? That one trainer. She has date events, right? Like that can trigger sometimes. So it's similar to that in a sense, except this is actually useful. So, damn. Pretend that didn't happen. Me when I got second in the last Ura race and used the clock to go back. That's the point of that item, you know? It's just like, yeah, you just the alarm clock and then it triggers and then nothing. It's like it didn't even happen, you know? Just shut up. Don't worry about it. Oh, I need to race. I'll do hopeful stakes. Okay. Yes, give me. And that's the Tamamo Cross card that also just released. What is this? Go with this one. Okay, we'll race here, and tell y'all what. I'll let it play out, just because I think it might be pretty interesting. Actually, hold on. Here's a really cool feature in this game. You can watch them in first person, which is going to be a bit boring with Suzuka, actually, now that I think about it, because she is a front runner, so there's probably not going to be really that much to see, but let's give it a shot, shall we? Yeah, let's watch the race in the perspective of the Uma, because this is pretty fun, you know, just getting this sense in their eyes. Got the hopeful stakes of G1, a good old junior race. Alright, here we go, lads. Oh, it's like we're actually racing. Look at that. Like I said, this is probably gonna be pretty boring because literally Suzuka is a front runner, and I think she's the only front runner in this race, so it's like she's literally just, I mean, it's kind of interesting. You just kind of pretend like, oh yeah, I am Suzuka, like I am the pace setter in here. Everybody's racing behind me. Do you have any favorite Uma skills? I only know EN, but things like Oguri's last breakaway, Rudolph's late speed boost, etc. The favorite Uma unique skills, I mean, I don't know about my favorite, but I do know that Seiyun Sky's unique skill is actually going to be like pretty much essential for any pace or whatever the heck the front runner's called. It's gonna be pretty much essential for them because I don't really know how it works. I think it's like if you're first heading into the final corner, you get like big acceleration, and like even if you inherit it, it's still super powerful. So Seiyun Sky's unique is definitely really nice. Christmas Oguri is a broken character, so that's one thing that y'all, I guess, keep an eye out for. I know Kita-san Black's one that everybody's looking out for, but in terms of characters that are coming out, Christmas Oguri is by far going to be the most broken character for the next months after, like maybe not even months, for the next year plus after it gets released. And there we go, and first place. But yeah, no, the way her unique works, I think, is basically like you need to activate 3. Why am I not remembering the word? Stamina recovery skills, and then it activates that, and then it's super broken. I don't know how exactly it works. It's something about acceleration and speed, so that's broken. Unfortunately, it's not as useful when inherited, but it's still pretty nice. Let me think. But I mean, yeah, Seiyun Sky, I think, and I know her gacha's coming up pretty soon. She's like one of the first characters to come out, so I would say that hers is my favorite just because she makes the front runners pretty much broken, or whatever the heck those are called. I need to freaking remember the lead runner, the front runner, what are they called again? Hold on, I'm just gonna put that up here before. I was right, front runner. Okay, yeah, they make the front runners pretty much, I don't want to say broken, but pretty much the best strategy moving forward. OMFG, I want to be first person gold Shi racing from 18th to 1st. See, that's why I was like, oh, I wish I could have done that for like maybe like a English names are gonna freaking kill. I'm just gonna call them by the Japanese names, okay? I'm sorry. No, because then that's confusing, because Chaser, Pace Chaser. And Closer? was whatever that called. I don't know. End closer. End closer. Yeah, it'd be more interesting to watch it from an end closer's perspective rather than the Suzuka's perspective, which was just in the lead the whole time. Especially so since I'm probably not going to show y'all the races just because it's probably not going to be very competitive. It's probably just going to be she's going to win by multiple lengths, or I think what English calls distance. Like, she's just going to keep running distance, so that's going to be kind of honestly a little boring to watch, hence the reason why I'm probably not going to show y'all that. But no worries otherwise. Yeah, okay. Was talking to a friend earlier that Seion Sky reminds me of Mocha Bandori. Yeah, no, she definitely same vibes. Both very sleepy characters. Although I think with, well, no, Mocha's also kind of a little bit of a trickster, but I think with Seion Sky, her thing is she's also kind of, you know, she acts like, oh, like, you know, or she is lazy in a sense, like, oh, she acts like, oh, I'm so carefree, lazy sort of thing, but she actually is kind of a trickster, and like kind of secretly plotting everything, like kind of in her mind sort of thing. It's a little bit, I want to say like a little bit of a smarter Mocha maybe, but I guess that's the reason why I was so attracted to her. She was initially one of my favorite characters when I first got into the franchise, just because I like the more lazier characters. It's either the Kudere, kind of the kind of sleepy characters, or like kind of more the energetic-y characters, but not too energetic, not like crazy energetic. Okay. When we see Seion Sky be a bit more tryhard, she was actually really cool. Yeah, right? Like, it's actually, it's like, I'm not using my true power. Now I'm using 100% of my true power or whatever. Like, those kinds of things. Kind of fun. True potential of a race. Ooh, look at that. Look at those stat gains. Can't get that in English version. Unless you're a whale. Okay. Ease. Okay. The nice thing about Suzuka too is that she doesn't really have that many required races, so it's actually pretty easy in cases like this to do a lot of training, rather than having to do the required races. Some of the characters are pretty annoying in the sense that they just have so many required races that you have to do, that pretty much it's like races that would be like trainings. So it's like you can't really train up your character in that sense, which is a little bit annoying. But Suzuka doesn't really have that, so that's good. I'm just thinking of one character where it's like she has like 3 races in her final 4 turns, and I'm like, that's so annoying, especially since there are some scenarios where they don't even have like an Euro final, so like it ends like at the senior year, like late December, that's the last turn, so it's like, okay, well then I'm done. So you don't have any more opportunities after that. So scenarios like that is when it gets really annoying, but there are also some characters that end their career pretty early, which is pretty nice. Like, I know some sprinters end at like Sprinter Stakes, which is like late September, so you get a lot of training turns after that to be able to kind of build up your character, which is pretty nice. Okay. Inheritance event. Okay, give me middle S. I'm here for middle S. Pink. Yeah, middle S, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Baby. That's all I needed. Now I just need to build her up to pretty much like a UB9 UA, and I think we should be good. If I had to say, it's kind of still too early to really... that's not really that great. Still kind of early to say whether or not this is a good run. But... we'll see. We'll see when we get closer to the end. Do the colors of the inspiration event matter? White versus gold? White versus gold. I don't think you can inherit gold events, or you can't inherit gold skills. That's the thing. You can only inherit like white versions of the of skills. But generally speaking, no, I don't think they really matter. I don't know, I'd have to... trying to think of an example there, but I can't really think of that one off the top of my head. Do I dare risk... or not risk, but do I dare... wait, and hope. That's pretty good. I'll just take this one. I could probably get a little bit better, and I do have a lot more turns until this ticket expires, but I think I'll just take it for now. I know what this event is. Yep. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. Give me all big numbers. Go burr. That's how it feels when I'm playing this. It's like big numbers. Yes. Give me more big numbers. Okay, good. I definitely need to heal after this. Actually, heal. I say heal in air quotes because I'm not going to heal. I'm going to do a date event, which then gives me heals. Not that many heals, though, but some heals. Yes, give me points. Oh, well, that's not what you want to see if you're me. And so I'm just going to do another date event. Except this one's a bit of a waste because this is going to give me 80 heals, but it just only gave me 57 out of that because obviously I don't have enough of that. Unfortunato. Okay. Yep, report. Does it look good? Does our island stand up to par? It sure does. Actually, I think it's harder to not make it up to par. Well, I mean, that's more so since I've been all the cards I have right now, so... how do I want to do this? Okay, so I definitely need to get Guts up. How are we doing right now? Oh... No, wait, hold on. This might be kind of stupid, but... No, come back. I wish I had one more slot so I can do this instead, but I can't, so I'm gonna do this. Or do I want to do that? I'm definitely doing that and this. I think I have to do that, yeah. Oh well. And then I think the next one I'll do the, stamina, guts, speed, and then if I have enough room, maybe I'll do another one, but I think that should be good. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, and the nice... Oh god, summer events too. So the summer trainings in this scenario are freaking overpowered. Look at this look at what I'm doing. Look at the shenanigans that is going on right now. Good lord. And the crazy part about this scenario too is that this kind of, I guess, enhanced training also applies after, or like during the Euro finals, like kind of training runs. It gives you this too. Which I think is super... I mean, I'm not complaining, I think that's amazing, but like that seems a little bit overpowered. I don't know why they did that, but I'm not complaining. You're not gonna catch me. Like, alright, sure, give me that. I'll take it. Guts. Okay. Oh, and the other thing too, if y'all can see kind of the little numbers there, is that the upper limits of, I mentioned this before, right? Upper limits of the stats when the game first came out was 1200, because of course it was. But ever since, you know, they've been slowly increasing it, going further and further beyond. And now we're at the point where the upper limit is what, 1900, 1700, 1700, 1600, 1300. So we've definitely hit a point where it's just like, wait, what are you talking about? It's telling me that... this is the warning that's telling me that if I don't use my ticket, it's gonna get wasted because I'm gonna get a new ticket, but that's not the case? I don't know. I'm just gonna ignore that. I don't think... yeah, I'm not gonna get a new ticket, right? Or am I? I'm not. What? That's... oh, I forgot I had a race. The race gives you points toward the ticket. Fuck. Shit. God damn it. Ash, Nikes. Okay, well that was stupid of me. I was like, surely I know better than the game, right? Nope. Surely I am stupid. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. Only one rainbow. I'm gonna hold off a little bit until I get more rainbow trainings. Rainbow friendship fun trainings. Oh, I got 2 now. Wow, that's crazy. Amazing. I love it. I'm gonna hold off some more and be a gambling man about this. As if this game wasn't already gacha. Because it is a gacha. But, you know, definitely want more gambling in our life. Sure, why not? What is this? Well, neither of these are really that helpful. But I guess I'll take some speed. Okay. Oh! There we go. 4 rainbow trainings. Here it comes. Ooh. Ooh. Hell yeah. You're reminding me of that pic I sent you of Steam recommending horse and gambling games. I mean, they're not that far off if they're basing it based on this game. It's like, you know, you got the gambling and you got the horses. I'm sure these users will love these gambling horse games. Thanks, Steam recommendation algorithm. That's totally what I want in my life. It's like how ever since I've been playing Truck Sim, ever since I've been playing Truck Sim, it's been recommending me nothing but like driving games and like trucking games. And I'm like, I mean, I understand why, but it's like, I don't know. The thing with Truck Sim is it just satisfies that itch of driving that I don't really think any other game is gonna really. I'm sure there's probably other games that do that, but like, I don't really, not really that interested per se in some of the other games, so. Doesn't seem like it's really that interesting, worth it, recommendation-wise. But whatever, it's fine. Okay, Tracin Island. We passed. Oh, lag. That was lagged. I kind of lagged there for a second. That was weird. Alright. Continue onward and upward. Okay, so this is gonna be important. Okay, so definitely this, definitely this. Okay, I have enough room for speed. Do I want to go with power or wit? Probably, like, my wit isn't looking that horrible, and the thing is that the upper limit for power is a lot more than the upper limit for wit. So, like, I'm kind of a little bit tempted to go for power in this case. I think I'm gonna go with that. Okay. Alright, give me stats. Give me stats, Fuku. Fuku Kitaru. Fuku-chan senpai. Gore, hey, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the Welcome to overpowered Uma, I guess. What the game is going to look like in 4 years. Ooh, carrot hamburger steak. Bottom. Okay. Let's see. I will go with this one. Doing good? Nice, nice. Good to hear it. Yeah, welcome to. I'm sure you're between. I think I saw your tweet about how you've seen nothing but horses, and I'm just like, yeah. Honestly, I'm sure that's like everybody right now with like how popular this game is becoming. To probably some detriment of people, but like, hey, it's a good game. Can't complain. Horse, exactly, horse. Horse girls. We love horses and we love girls. I regret saying that immediately. Okay, never mind. Anyway. Umamusume. Okay. The other fun thing about this is you're noticing I have so many skill. I have like 3,200 skill points right now, and I haven't actually used a single. I haven't used a single one of them yet, and I probably won't be using a single one of them yet, because even without any skills, like the stats I have right now, probably gonna win this race by a distance because I am way too. Like, look at these other look at the stats of these other horses, and then look at. Yeah, that's unfair. That's actually kind of unfair. And you can see, yep, won by distance. That's oof. That is big oof. That's, I don't want to say the only reason, but that is a big reason why I'm not showing you all the races, because it's probably just going to be a freaking train wreck. So we'll just kind of move on from that. And let me see what we got. No. Only one friendship rainbow. We can do better than that. Alright, let's see what we got for Harris. A sweet Tosho, one could say. One could say sweet Tosho. One could also say a Tosho sweep if they're stupid like me and keeps confusing the name of her, even though I've been playing this game for 4 years and I still have to think about whether it's Tosho sweep or sweep Tosho, because they both sound correct, even though I know it's sweep Tosho. No, for real, I thought Tosho sweep instantly, right? Doesn't it sound? It sounds more correct as Tosho sweep than sweep Tosho, but I just have to wrap my head around the fact that it's not. So I'm gonna hold off. And as you can see, I'm almost literally about to the max of the speed there, despite the fact that we're not even close to finishing. So this game mode, man. Okay, well, oh my god, look at that stat gain. 4 rainbow trainings. I can't whistle today. Damn. Got things to do, we'll be lurking. Have fun with your horses, Shino. Thank you. No, yeah, have fun with the things that you have to do. Hope those go well. And appreciate you joining on. Look at that treasure. Look at that treasure we got there. That's some good stuff. Yeah, give me the energy. I need that. Like, dude, look at how I'm literally about, like, pretty much done with the speed there. Now I just gotta worry about the other stats. Crazy. And it's kind of funny, because, like, I don't even feel like I still don't really, or, like, maybe... I guess the way I want to put it is, like, I feel like I feel like I'm not doing this scenario in the best way that it should be done, in a sense. Like, I still don't really understand, like, the best strategy to do this. And yet, even then, I'm still getting these results, which is kind of crazy to me. Like, because with the last scenario, the three legend scenario, that one took a while for me to figure out, like, what the optimal strategy was, like, which stance to take, and that kind of thing. With this one, you can kind of really just do whatever, and this, well, granted, I have the best support cards in this game, in this version of the game at least, which also helps a lot. But even then, it's like, it's still kind of crazy seeing a number of people who have been getting, you know, UAs, even up to US, which is US. No, but that's just insane to me. So I don't know. I'm just kind of really interested in seeing how they're gonna move forward after this scenario, because I cannot imagine how much more crazier it can get after this. Speaking of crazy, we are getting crazy stat gains. Although I'm a little bit worried actually about these two stats right now. I'm not... These are normally... Usually at this stage, I'm usually pretty close to getting them up to 1200, so I'm a little bit worried about how low they are right now. But I guess we'll see. There's still some time. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, give me that boy. Do I dare wait? I dare wait. Okay. And then... Oh, yes, energy. Please, I need energy. Okay. Give me my win. Thank you. Give me my obligatory win. The easy win. Also, I love... This is probably just me, but I love how you see you got Spei and you got Spei and Suzuka there, and then immediately that was the next scene where it's like from happy to sad. I'm sure, because I don't have Suzuka on the English version, so I don't know what that story actually looks like, but I'm sure there's actually like a reason why that is the way it is. I just think it's funny how it jumps from one, like, literally they're in the exact same position, it's just from them being happy to them being sad. It's like, what happened? Why are you this way? Hey, there we go, we got Onige, we're good. Actually, here, let me put Onige, and then that way I might show y'all the race and show y'all what Onige actually looks like in action. Because it sure do be fast. I guess. First person Onige. First person Great Escape? I don't know, that's what the English translation was kind of referred to as, Great Escape. I'm not sure how they're gonna translate it whenever it hits the English version, but I'm sure they'll probably figure it out. Okay. Oh boy. I'm gonna do something that might be stupid. It's called a recreation. It's called Give Me Guts. It's called... I'm actually not really happy with this. Oh, this is the, I'm gonna skip this, because this is just a little song that they play after the event. And for copyright reasons, I probably don't want to get into that. So, even though I've heard that they don't really copyright strike it, but I don't want to really test that. Anyway, ooh, yes please. Am I already maxed out on stamina too? Wait, I just realized, did I do that already? I sure did. Wow. That is hilarious. Okay. I'll probably just sim these first two races and then I'll show y'all the power of Onige in the final race. Because it's probably still gonna be a distance win, but like it'll be kind of... At least you'll see the positions relative to everything, which is kind of interesting. Okay. Another simulation. Another simulation, another distance win. Okay, what do we got here? Ooh! Wait, hold on. Yeah, it's probably better. I honestly wish the guts was a little bit high. The guts and the int, or the wit, I wish those were a little bit higher. But can't get what we all want in life, or can't get all of what we want in life, or can't get everything we want in life. Those are the words that I meant to say. Okay, let's do it. Let's watch her dominate the competition. I just realized the training buttons are squares instead of circles. That also was a thing. Yeah, that is true. I guess for that specific like summer E event sort of thing. It is the squares. It represents how overpowered it is. Just transforming the shapes. Tour finals, tour finale, whatever you want to call it. Hey, there's Saiyan Sky. And there's Admire Vega. Good old Ayabe. Which, I still think that's hilarious how Admire Vega becomes Ayabe. I understand how, but it's like... That's out of all the nicknames, that one's the most interesting to me. Because it's like, it's not just like Admire or Vega, it's just, it's not even like what I think the real life horse was called, which was Adobe. It's Ayabe, which is... Okay, sure. Anyway, so... Y'all are noticing that even though I think Seiun Sky is also a front runner, she is... Look at how fast... Look at that lead that Suzuka is going for right now. Look at how far ahead of the competition she is. This is her strategy. This is how she runs. This is the Great Escape. OMG, her arms are so thin. that is one thing that I kind of does take me out a little bit with the Umamusume stuff, especially with characters with like Meiji Orion, because her whole thing was like, oh, she's like the muscle head. She's like, oh, like I love training my muscles and doing muscle trainings, and like you look at her arms, it's like so thin, and it's like, is this really? Is this correct? Is this allowed? I don't know. It's just a little bit weird to me. But then again, it's anime, so what can you do about it? You know, it's just kind of things you have to kind of look past, I guess, in a sense. Suzuka really loves the silence at the front. That is why she is the way she is. I'm gonna get back to the gym. No noodle arms here. Exactly. Keep talking about the gym and all your muscles and nothing to show for it. Shaking my head. Shaking my head. 2, 1, and easy win. Another distance win for Silent Suzuka Swimsuit Edition. Was it distance final win? It sure was. Look at that distance against distance. Happy Meek. Imagine if legal moves and collisions were shown in game. That is a kind of interesting thing about this game, where it's like they don't really do anything with like the idea of like collisions and like, you know, like kind of like, I guess, violent stuff there, which is kind of interesting. Like they kind of avoid that for the most part in this in the game, at least. I know in the anime kind of a little bit, but not really to an extent. So now I'm going to spend all 6,000 of my skill points. So if you'll excuse me, I'm going to spend all of those right now. Because, good lord, I have so many to spend it on and so many skills to use. So I'm going to do that right now. This skill is absolutely useless for frontrunners, which is why I'm not taking it. But generally speaking, I'm just going to take a lot of the skills I can get here. Because we're training this for Champions meeting. This is probably also not useful. I actually not really 200% sure. But even if it's not useful, I'm gonna still take it anyway, just for rating's sake. Because the thing with the ratings is you also get higher rating for a number of skills that you have as well, and I can definitely confirm this because when I've done fan runs with Ines Fujin, there was definitely a stark contrast between when I did include her skills versus when I didn't. So I can definitely confirm that skills are also playing an effect into how the, I guess, overall rating for each horse is calculated, or each Uma. So, god, even with, oh my god, I have too many skill points. I still have 1,000 skill points, and I have actually spent it all on the ones already. Good lord. What game rating is Uma anyway? I would think T for Western. T on Google Play, 70 plus on Apple. I think the 17 plus is because of the whole, like, oh, gambling. There's gambling in this game. Oh no, we can't have our children gamble. That's horrendous. Shaking my head. Yeah, it's the gambling aspect. I remember people were talking about that a little bit when the game initially came out. It was just like, oh no, it's like, it's rated 17 plus on Apple for some reason. And y'all probably notice they just took some random skills that probably won't even apply to Suzuka strat, but I'm gonna do that anyway, because I have the skill points to take them. Oh, and this is the other thing too, if y'all notice just there. The upgraded skills, that's a new thing in the Japanese game where you get... UB6 is alright. I'm at the point now where I say UB6 is alright. If I got UB6 like 2 weeks ago, I would have been ecstatic. But now I'm just like, it's whatever. Crazy. It's crazy how this game evolves. Alright. Hey, it's my favorite character. Okay. Oh, I got the fan title for getting 1,000,000 fans with Suzuka? Is that really... Have I really not gotten 1,000,000 fans with Suzuka at this point? That's kind of crazy. Where are you, Silent Suzuka? Yeah, wait, really? Only 1,000,000 fans? Wait. Or 10 million fans. 10 million fans? A million? 10 million? Hold on, I don't know. 10 million would make more sense because I've definitely trained Suzuka a little bit. A million seems kind of crazy. Let me see. Island Suzuka, where are you? Yeah, 10 million. Okay, so you get the title with 10 million fans. I forgot about that. By the way, you can see all the Umas I trained. You can also see how I'm freaking crazy because I have 217 million fans for Ines Fujin. A lot of those were fan runs though, to be honest, but still, that is kind of crazy. We got Oguri, we got Saiyan Sky, Karen-chan, Machikana Tannhäuser. If anybody in chat calls her Mambo, by the way, I'm gonna ban you on the spot because I hate that meme. So no Mambos here unless you're talking about Alcandra Pasa and her pet bird or whatever. Yeah, Mihona Bourbon. What other characters? Yeah, Tamamo Cross, Gold City. Look at all these new characters that y'all don't even know about. Some of these characters are just like, who are these? It's just like, yeah, I look forward to all these characters. But if you don't know, I have every single character that is available in the game so far. Not all the costumes, because god, that would be whale. But man, look at all these Umas. Look at all these personalities. Wow, that's crazy. Look at this one, she's wearing sunglasses. I mean, I guess Seeking the Pearl is actually in the game, never mind, she's not known. Look at all those chickens. Look at all these Umas. And look at all these Umas that aren't even playable yet, such as Daring Tact, Espoir City, Dansu Flame, who I'm actually really looking forward to, and is in the movie at least. Oh, Dansu Flame, I am patiently awaiting your arrival. Still in Love, Royce and Royce, Daring Heart, Buena Vista, Last One Piece. Hey, look at y'all, we found the One Piece. We found the One Piece. Does the English name show up anywhere? No, you're probably just gonna have to trust me that her name is literally Blast One Piece. And One Piece is one word, by the way, so I don't know why they did it like that, but they did it like that, so it's just Blast and then One Piece. The One Piece is real. Almond Eye, everybody's favorite, Eye of Omen, Lucky Lilac. Oh, here's another character I'm looking forward to. Karen. Good old Karen Bouquet d'Or. I really wish the English name showed up somewhere in here because I want to show y'all how it's spelled, which is really crazy, but Karen Bouquet d'Or. Anyway, and then we have these horses. Look at all these NPCs. All the NPCs tied to all the scenarios that you'll have to look forward to in the future. Those are the characters. In fact, some of the characters I don't think are even in there because they don't even have any support cards or cards in this game in particular, so just have to be patient for those as well. But anyway, let's get back into Suzuka, shall we? And do another run. Hopefully we get a better run this time. I mean, that run was still pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But again, hoping for something a little bit more better, which I think really ties down to I just need to get a little bit better with the guts training. And yes, I am watching this again because I do want to watch my girl Ines mess up her lines again. Ostrich. They run with ostriches, apparently. And she's lost. Stranded Island. I'm sorry, so, I don't know why, but something about that is just hilarious. She's like, I'm about to say my line now. What's my line again? I don't remember. Anyway. Okay, time to get back into it. I thought the game froze on her. I legitimately, I think I thought the same thing too. I was like, uh-oh, did the game just freeze? And it's like, oh no, she just forgot her line straight up. That's our girl Ines. We love her. We love her and her visored ways. Okay. And I still, yeah, I talked about it before. I really do. I like the track for this scenario. Some of the tracks in the scenarios are really good. The cooking scenario, there was a cooking scenario where the track was really fun too. I really like that. The last scenario was alright. This one's one of my favorites for sure. You know, I love how it took me until right now to be like, oh, I wonder if the game audio is working. But then again, I feel like if the game audio wasn't working, somebody probably would have told me, so I think we would have been fine anyway. But then it's just like, oh wait, hold on a minute, I didn't even check until now. Yeah, I would have told you. Yeah, exactly. We're good. You got me. You got me. Chat's got me. Okay. Another building up the foundation. You know, maybe after this I might switch over to the English version just to get back into a little bit, remember what it's like to struggle, and then maybe hop back into here, be like, oh, this is what it's actually like, unlike the struggle bus that is the English version. Because yeah, even I shouldn't say it like that because that makes me sound so conceited, but like I'm also kind of struggling. I mean, at the end of the day, right, you really need the support cards are really essential, and if you don't have good support cards, you're probably not going to have good Umas. And for me, I'm just kind of waiting until, like everybody else, I'm waiting until Kitsa-san Black shows up to kind of pull for her. But in the meantime, I just don't have any good cards, so I'm just kind of stuck at the sort of stuck on B plus in a sense. And I've seen people get like A's and like maybe even A plus. I'm not sure if you can get to S at this point. I feel like that's a little bit impossible right now. But maybe there's a whale somewhere that already got to S. Who knows? But generally, you're just kind of stuck in the plateau if you don't have good support cards. Well, that's not what you want to see. Just to remember what it's like to struggle. What a flex! Gold Chip left me homeless last night. Big oof. Gold Chip. The thing with chasers is that, or not chasers, I'm sorry, end closers, is that they are very risky strategy. Because like you can have it where they're just like stuck in the back of the pack and they can't even escape out of them. It's a little bit risky. It's kind of interesting too, because Gold Chip's the only. Is she the only end closer? I want to say she's the only end closer in the initial roster. There's gonna definitely be a lot more end closers as we get more and more characters, but she is definitely unique in that sense, which is why she actually was kind of a little bit meta for a little bit early game. And then they released like a whole bunch of new closers that were a little bit better, and then she became not meta. It's funny looking at the characters, like or like looking at the initial character roster, because if I have to be honest, out of all the characters in the initial roster, I think Suzuka actually might be the only one that's kind of close to being relevant in the meta. And I only say that because she has the Onige strategy, which, you know, like I said, was a meme for the longest time until now. But even then, her swimsuit edition is probably a better version anyway, so... but yeah, I mean, out of the initial roster, I'm trying to think. I mean... Oguri, well, Christmas Oguri was the real meta version. Her original version isn't really that amazing. It's still good, but it's not like amazing. It's kind of unfortunate too, because I mean, there's a lot of good characters in some of that roster. Like Vodka is probably like freaking real life Vodka is probably one of the best racehorses in I don't want to say in history, but she's definitely up there. She is really good, and she just doesn't have any presence in the game, which is kind of a little bit unfortunate. And like, yeah, I don't know, but it is how it is. Actually, I'm gonna, yeah, let's do that. Because I think I did something else a little bit last time, or something a little bit different, and it didn't really work out in my favor. I'm gonna go back to my old strategy. Now you may be wondering why I skipped the rainbow training, and it's because I'm definitely... I think my last 5 or so runs, I think every time I've been able to max out the speed. So speed is almost never going to be a concern for me. So if I have to choose between like decent speed and like anything else, or like good speed and anything else that's like decent, I might as well go for something that's decent, or the other thing that's just decent, you know? Kind of how that works. So, let's see. Speaking of decent, I don't know why I pronounce it like that, decent. We'll go with that one. Get ourselves a ticket. Got the beach house, which I should probably figure out at some point what that does, because that definitely does something, but I don't know what it actually does. Alright. No, I don't need skills right now. Let's just take it. Yeah, I got a coin. Okay, ooh, 67. 2 off from being nice. Alright. Got Scarlet. Oof. Well, yeah, I guess. I could have also just done a date event there, but I think I'll just leave it at that. Okay, speed. Yes. Okay, now I heal. And, yeah, give me, might as well, just, it's not really that important, but I might as well take it anyway. Okay, what do we got here? Sure, I'll take it. Hey, there's my girl. My girl Ines, even though I'm not actually training her right now. I don't like how I said that, but, you know, that is true. I'm technically training her. Guts. Oh, 79. Or, yeah, 79. 79. That's a fat stack gain we take. And then... Oof. Not great. Not looking great, Chief. I'll just go on the date. The other thing about the date events too, or like trying to fill out the date events, you notice that there's like 5 different slots that you can have for the date event. If you fill that out, you actually get bonus rewards at the end of the run, so that's the reason why I try and go for those as much as possible. And that's usually the case for like all the different support cards. Actually, if you even notice, eventually when I get to... Please let me get to my screen. Yeah, I know I need to do that. Like if you notice, not that one, sorry. This one. Like even the card here, you notice it has the different kind of the different symbol, the little person. That signifies that that's like a support card, I guess, in a sense, like support type. So it's a little bit different from all these different ones where it has the different kind of the types here. So, you know, this is like a power type. This is the int wisdom type, stamina, that kind of thing. This is kind of its own little type, the friend card type. And these are generally the ones that are kind of relegated to like kind of the support characters, the kind of NPCs of each scenario. There's also something called the group card, which I'm not going to get into because those are kind of weird and honestly not that great. There is a point where they are good, but like it's been a long time since group cards have been in any part of the meta in this game, so in Japanese version, so it's kind of, I've honestly kind of forgotten about them. But they will, I mean, when they get introduced, they definitely will be important, the group cards, but generally speaking, it's not really worth the investment, because they're not really that useful after it. Like, the game really does try to make them useful, but they never really are, so. Okay, I'm gonna try that. And then this one. Oh wait, I forgot to race. I didn't do the race, and I should have done the race, but it's fine because racing's for nerds, so I'll do that later. Maybe I should probably do a race now. Oof. How many fans do I need? That should be enough. 2,000 should be enough to reach that goal. You may be thinking, that's not enough. And I respond to you that it was enough. Because I know what I'm doing. Sometimes. Sometimes I know what I'm doing. Other times I kind of BS my way into stuff. Alright. 27. Okay. Yes. Good stuff. Okay. Although the guts is still looking not great, but that's fine. Because the guts will level up here and then we should be fine. So we're good. Right. And I hope that should be good. Because like even though I tried to prioritize guts in my last run, it still felt like it was kind of lacking in a sense. Granted, I still got, what, 12? Over 1,200? But the thing is, because of the fact that the limit is 1,600, I feel like I could definitely get a little bit more in the guts. And then it'll definitely help with the rating as well, which is the other thing. Like, honestly, this is the thing with guts. Guts, especially in the English version, I can tell y'all right now, guts is not important. Like, the game tries to make it a whole spiel about, oh, guts, you know, it's like, it's important to have some guts because, you know, it's like, it's this thing and it affects this thing. It's not important. Like, don't worry about guts. Like, it's not really important. The game tries to do a lot of things to make guts important, even now in the Japanese version, but like, honestly, out of all the different 5 kind of traits here, guts is almost always the last one you need to worry about. Speed is definitely the number 1. Stamina, depending on what kind of distance you're training for, stamina might be important, or it could be kind of whatever. But stamina generally could be the second one, and then power, and then wit, and then guts. So that's the little fun way to look at it, I guess. So like, honestly, I probably could use this Uzukai just train because she's honestly not that bad. But again, I do want to try and get a somewhat better rating one. And I am greedy in that sense. Please, mid-S? Nope, okay. Then we have it next time, I guess. We always have next time. Okay. Oh, I need to use my ticket. I didn't realize I haven't used it yet. Well, that's kind of a waste. I haven't even used it on... I didn't have any rainbow trainings there. Eh, whatever. Okay. Rest. It's just to the point where I don't even need to look at some of them, where it's like, ooh. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay, I was like, I thought the game froze there for a second. That's the other thing. This game has a history of freezing on me sometimes. It hasn't happened recently, which is pretty nice, but the fact is, since I have an Android phone, and like Japanese games tend to, you know, prioritize performance on iPhones because people don't really have Android phones in that country, so usually I'm just kind of left in the, oh my god, 93. Usually I'm just kind of left in the dust of, you know, like things breaking whenever a new Android update comes along. So I usually don't update it that on the dot. Like I just did an update today, despite the fact that it's been bothering me for the past like week or so about it. But it's fine. But yeah, no, I think it was the worst was, I think, like every run would be like 2 or 3 times the game would just freeze, and so I'd have to restart it, and it was annoying, but it wasn't, you know, like backbreaking, like, oh, I can't play this game anymore, I'm gonna quit. Obviously, since I'm still here, so it's fine. But I think about, I want to say a few months ago, it's definitely gotten better. Like, I haven't gotten any freezes. There's been weeks, yeah, pretty much days, if not weeks, would go on without any freezes. So I feel like they might have fixed it at some point. All to say, hopefully that doesn't become an issue in the English version. I'm sure it's not, but you never really know because the English version is kind of weird in the sense that, like, it's kind of combining stuff from further updates into the current update. Like the jukebox wasn't available day one in the Japanese version. There's some stuff that wasn't available in the Japanese version day one that was available in the English version day one. So it's a little bit of that sense of, I don't know how that's going to affect the game moving forward, but I'm sure they're figuring all that out, so we'll worry about that when that time comes. Also, I love how because they're wearing their swimsuits, because it's a swimsuit edition, you all notice like when they're doing their trainings, or I guess not in here, but like generally speaking, like here, like they're just wearing their swimsuits instead of the kind of generic school swimsuit, which I think is kind of funny. Oh my goodness. Where did my energy go? I'm just gonna rest. Oh, and then this is kind of a, I'll prevent skipping here because this is kind of a fun little moment. Nice little, oh, that's cute. Okay. And then we do the gut. There are a lot of fun moments in this game, and I kind of am being a little bit of a jabroni by skipping all of them. But so I guess here, let me not skip this one so y'all can see in its full glory what's going on here. Like her doing this carefully sculpting her carrots, you know, that thing. Fun little kind of cutscenes like that. The little things that really make this game, give it a nice little touch. But generally speaking, I'm just trying to go through these not as quick as possible, but like in a timely manner so that it doesn't take me like 30 minutes per run like it feels like it has been doing. I don't know. Alright, we do it. Okay, so how far are we in? Okay, so we're still classic, so I'm not too worried because I was looking at the stats and I was like, guts and stuff. I'm legitimately thinking about whether I should bring a guts card, like a guts support card. But then what would I replace it with is the problem, because right now I have 2 speed, 1 stamina, 1 power, 1 wit. Maybe I could replace one of the speed cards? Maybe I could try that, just one of each card, which normally would be a horrible idea, but in this scenario it's actually kind of interesting because the more of a different type of support card you have in a training, I guess, the better it is, which is what I've heard. So maybe I might do that next time and just see if that works. Because it does seem like I usually am able to get my speed maxed out pretty easily, so maybe if I just replace that with the 1, that might actually solve that problem. And then we'll have to figure that out. But I'll try that next run, because I am kind of curious if that might actually make it a little bit better. And whether I'll still be able to achieve my max speed in that sense. Oh my god, the freaking new meta where you get 2 gold skills instead of just the 1. Almond Eye, you are so freaking broken. S2G. Where to goodness. Okay, damn, let's go. Thank you. Okay, I'll go with that. Normally I'd go for the speed, but again, since I'm usually able to just max that out pretty easily, I'm just gonna do anything I can to probably not go for that, unless it's the only good option. Just kind of crazy, because usually you just always go for the best option. This one. I'm like, I should know this. I've been doing trainings with this card for such a long time that I know which one gives which. Probably heal now though. Yeah. Well, actually, this one, yeah, okay. I could probably get away with it. It's not that great anyway, so I might as well just heal up, get my heals. I clicked the wrong thing, but that's okay, because that doesn't really matter at this point at the run. Pass the island tests, whatever, however they're testing the islands. Whatever criteria they use for island testing. Okay, so I don't think I need to max out my speed. I'm kind of hesitant to max out the stamina, honestly, if I really have to say it. But we'll do that, because I think that might be good, and then we'll see how that goes. And if this still doesn't work, I might do the whole one card in each strategy strat, and see if that makes it any better. Alright, ooh. Okay, wait. We might be cooking. Hold up. Let him cook. Okay, great. Love that for me. Okay, I thought that was gonna be bad, but it wasn't. Ooh. Okay. Yes, yes. Give me that. Give me my stuff. Okay. Oof. I don't really like any of these. I mean, this is gonna seem really crazy, but I think I'm gonna do this one. Because either way, I'm still gonna get my my ticket, no matter what option I chose. And like, my guts is still not looking that great. Heals. God, I'm to the point where I've memorized some of those events. I'm like, oh, that's the one with the paragraphs, the parentheses. That means that's the heal one. I play this game way too much sometimes. That's kind of a misnomer. I play this game way too much. Without the sometimes. I say sometimes because there are periods where I just don't really play this game that often. Like, there are days where I just don't even do a single run. And then there's times when I just, you know, like, spam doing runs. Mainly because I'm in a circle, or club, I guess the English version is club. I'm in a club that needs to meet a certain number of fans every month or else I get kicked off, so I need to do that with my life. But thank goodness for the auto runs, which I know that's not a feature in the English version, but I hope that is soon because, God, we really needed that and it took way too long for them to implement some sort of auto run feature. Oh, hey, there's our mid-S, nice. Not mid, middle S, medium S, whatever, I don't know. Oh, she's angry. You there. What was I talking about? Something that, oh yeah, auto run feature. Yeah, so I mean that got implemented literally the 4th year, or like the 4th anniversary, which was literally a few months ago, so like 5 months ago. So hopefully they implement that sooner, because man, it's so nice just having the auto run feature just run sometimes. Just for purposes of fan runs and stuff, so I don't have to pay too much attention to the game. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Okay, oh my goodness, that's... Wow, this is terrible. Yeesh, this is gonna seem super crazy, but I'm just gonna do that, get that right out of the gate. And then... hopefully I get a better rainbow distribution, fun times. I have to use it now anyway, so like I might as well just use it, but that was still pretty good. Like if I don't use it now, it's gonna go to waste because it's gonna expire. Because I have the race coming up, and then it's gonna lapse over. So whoopsies. Takarazuka Kinen is gonna be a win distance. It's just a formality at this point, honestly. Like, it's as cruel as it is to say, it's just like, this is why I don't really watch the races whenever I'm training stuff like this, because it's like, it's almost always like, you win by distance, you won by distance, you won by distance. It's like, I guess. That's why I kind of enjoy doing runs in the English version, because it's like, it's not just a guarantee that you're gonna win, you know, there is some level of suspense to, oh no, maybe I might not be able to pass all these people in time, sort of thing. So it's nice to remember what it was like back in the early days. I see you like the throw from possibility of losing. A little bit, yeah. I mean, if I really want that, I can just get that from the CMs, but nice to have that sometimes. And if I don't want that, then I can always just come back here and beat everybody's ass up, which I'm currently doing. Yeah. Ooh, decisions. Go this one. I'm just gonna get that out of the way. We're almost about to max our speed anyway, once again. Yeah, you know what? Let's just get out of there. And then I'm gonna try not to do as many speed runs because it's actually pretty close to getting maxed. And like, I'd like to generally not max it out before the run ends, just because it feels like a waste otherwise. So we'll just get that. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I think I really just need to increase. I just need to replace one of my speed cards with my guts card, because this is like I'm doing as much as I can to try and max out the guts, and it's still not really giving me what I want. So I think I just need to cut my losses and what am I doing? Oh, and just change up my deck a little bit. Change the deck. Sure. Okay, these two should be the last races, and then we'll be done with that. Give me... Oh, no, not you. You. Okay. Win by a distance. Another win. Another day, another win. There's Happy Suzuka and Happy Spade. And then immediately after, there they are being sad. Once again. I'm telling you, it's just the sudden... I guess it's not a sudden jump in this case, but like in some of the scenarios where it's like a sudden jump from them being happy to them being sad, it's just like, feels weird. I don't know, it's just... I don't know why it makes me laugh, but I think it's just kind of funny. Anyway, we're done with that, we got Onige... Wait, where's my Onige? Huh? Chotto mate, did I fuck up somewhere? I might have fucked up somewhere, did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, where's my Onige? Well, that's not ideal. Hold on a minute, I need to search this up. Something's wrong. Something went wrong. Something has gone horribly wrong in our world. Characters. Silent Suzuka, where you at? Requirements for Onige. Get on a win streak of 6+ graded races. Without breaking the win streak, win the Tenno show. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I know what happened. I know what happened. I fucked up. I fucked up by doing this OP race. This should have been a G3, G2, G1. But the fact that I just did this random OP race means I 100% fucked up. I mean, honestly, let me be honest. This is probably not going to be UB high rating, UA, so I'm probably going to be fine. But, like, that's kind of stupid of me for forgetting that I need to do a graded race. So, whoopsies. Oopsies. Whatever, I guess, but also that's a big oopsies on my part. All right, we move on from this. I'll just do this for we'll just quickly go through it real quick. And by that I mean I'm just gonna get through this as quick as possible. I did it. We built the island. Otsukare-sama. And okay. Oh, I do not have. I do not have any. If you know what I mean. And get some stamina up, or power, or energy, or whatever you call it. The gauge. Win by distance. Thank you. Well, I know I'm definitely not going to use this one because this doesn't have the Onige, which I kind of need the Onige. That's kind of the whole thing there. The fact that I don't have it is big sad. Oh, 3%. That's not horrible. I thought I failed there for a second. It's fine. It's not the English version where 3% actually means like 50% or something. I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. Although it does feel like that sometimes. If only 3% meant 50% for the gacha. That would be crazy. That'd be kind of neat. Surely I can't fail 23%. And I didn't, because I'm professional Umamusume game player. And by professional, I mean I don't know what I'm doing. This is probably going to be ending up worse than the last one we did. I mean, it still probably might be... This might not even reach UB, actually. I'm a victim of the 1% failure rate. That is true. You have told me about that, and I just like, that's crazy. I don't think I've ever failed a 1%. I've definitely failed single digits before, but I've never think I failed a 1%, which is kind of insane. Because like there's the there's that one sickness, right, where it's like, I think it's bad training or whatever, where like you get 2% rate of failure training no matter how much energy you have. And like I'm just imagining that, and it's just like, man, failing that. Could you imagine? That would be insane. Okay, I'm just gonna take all of these because I think I don't have enough anyway. Right, yeah, I think I... Well, you know what? Hold on. Yeah, take all of them. Just take everything. Just give me everything. If I actually, well, maybe if I do that, that's probably gonna be a bit too much. Well, no. Alright, good enough. Gotcha, luck in the opposite direction. The one you don't want to have. And then... Okay. Is this going to be UB? Let's find out right now. It is still a UB. UB6, really? Is that actually might have been better than the last one we just did, despite the fact that I said it wasn't. It sure was. By a little bit. That's kind of hilarious, actually. Too bad I can't use it. Okay. We're gonna... Let's pivot over to the... Well, actually, before we do that, we'll listen to Vodka talk about whatever the hell she's talking about. And then, maybe I might head over to the English version real quick. Jump over there. Remember what it's like to... remember what it's like. And then we'll get back into here and do one last... or a few more runs. We'll do that. Let me transition over back to here. Okay. Welcome back to English version. Welcome back to the peasant life. Although it's kind of nice to be able to now understand everything that I'm reading instead of just being like, what does this say? I don't know. I can't read Japanese. What is all this? Before we do that, let me race in these team trials real quick so I can get some of these spend some of these energy points because I'm about to fill it up in 8 minutes. So let's see if I can win some of these races. Oh my god, but this this is so annoying. Having to click each of these one by one is so annoying. I guess I didn't show you all this, but in the Japanese version they implemented a quick skip for this, so you can just like press it once and it's already over, which is so convenient. Actually, in fact, let me show you all what I'm talking about. So if we go to the Japanese version of this, just hopping between one game to the other, like you can see that, well, one, you can see that it's way more powerful when you get all 3 spots, but you can see, so normally be like this, right, where you have the 2 options here, but then there's this quick skip option where I can just press this, skip that, and we're done. And I lost. But man, could you imagine if they implement that in the English system? That would be kind of nice. But instead, we're just gonna have to go one by one with this. That's okay. Okay. Shaking my head, imagine living in the future. Imagine living in non-poverty. Imagine losing all these races, which is what I'm about to do right now. Aw, Marzensky, how could you? So lost anyway. God, I think I need to get one more dirt win in order to achieve the mission or whatever. I have not been lucky today in that regard, but hopefully we can get it in these last 2 races. Who knows? Okay, good start, Please don't lose, please win, thank you, love to see it. Another win, 5 wins, love it, love to see it. And that, my friends, is a new high score. Shinkiroku desu. Alright. I know I still have one left, I'm just gonna save that for later. And now I have all these missions. And now we just have to wait until the last day, and then we can get this nice little SSR guaranteed make debut ticket, which is unfortunately random, but it is what it is. Okay. Let's get into a career, shall we? Let's do it. Let's show what we got here. Do I want to do... Who do I want to do? I've been kind of spamming Okuri runs, if I have to be honest. So we'll do some Okuri runs. I'm going to try and get a good parent going, because I got this guy who has a good parent here. I'm going to try and make some good parents. Unfortunately, my luck there has been completely terrible. As you can see, I have absolutely nothing good. With all the Okuris that I've made, I have absolutely nothing. They all have 1-star blue factors, which is really awesome, and I love that. The only one I have that is anywhere that isn't a 1-star factor is this nice nature. So I might as well just go with that. And then we just go with that. Alright, let's see. Oh, right, so you have a new card. Interesting. Except I already have that card, so I can't really use it. Well, let me use this at least. Let me think. Maybe I might switch it up a little bit. And then maybe do... yeah, you can, as you can see, I have absolutely nothing in the way of supports. It's a hard knocks life, y'all. It is what it is. Alright, well, I'm just gonna go 3 speed, 2 stamina, 1 wisdom, 1 int, 1 wit, whatever they call it. Okay, let's do it. Let's get it on. Okay, so now we're back in the beginning eras. So now the focus is I want to try and get I want to try and hit as many of these supports as possible. Oh man, I'm so what's the word? I'm so used to having this like button here being like, oh, what are my options? And it's just like, it's not here anymore. Where's my button? I don't know which option to pick here. I think it's this one. Yes, that's the right one. Okay. But yeah, definitely want to get those gauges filled up as quick as possible so we can try and get friendship training up as much as possible. In my mind, for these early stages, it really doesn't matter which one you take out of these. Like, you can... I don't really look at which type I'm looking at. I really just look at which one has the most, and then just go from there. 28% is risky, so I'll just rest. Okay. And then we just go from there. So, that is how I do it. That is how it's done. Yosh. Okay, yeah, anything with like 3 plus sort of... I'll go with the wit, so I don't have to use up my energy. 3 plus supports is generally pretty good to take. And then of course, once you get to the kind of mid-late point of the career, when you get the trainings, that's when it's that's when you focus on the rainbow friendship trainings. Okay. But for now, focus on prioritizing these bonds, building up your bonds, so that you can get good stuff, so that you can get the good. So that you can get the good kush. Yeah, look, it's the good kush. This is the dollar store. How good could it be? Anyway. Man, that reminds me. So this is the first time I'm actually going to talk about stuff in my life. I just realized I've been talking about I haven't even talked about anything from my life, which is usually what I do sometimes when I play this game. But yeah, my life. I think I did talk about how today was alright, but yesterday we had our kickball, as per usual, Tuesday kickballs. It's fun. We faced a really good team, so we lost, so it's whatever. But the one thing I did want to talk about was when we were walking over to the bar, because that's what we do. After we finish our games, we head over to the bar, get some drinks, you know, that kind of stuff. Uma is life, though. Uma is life, and it sure feels like that for a lot of people. Especially now with how popular this game is. But yeah, so I was walking over to the bar with one of the people, and like we were talking, like I guess we were walking to a newer place, and it was kind of far walk, and like he was like, and he like said word for word, it was like, oh, and it's like, I wonder if we're close to being there or if we're halfway there. And I was like, those words, and I'm like, oh, is he trying to like, because like this guy is kind of a bit of a nerd, so I thought like he was, or like he's kind of similar to me, so I thought he was trying to make like a whole like living on a prayer joke. So I was like, oh, living on a prayer, and he's like, wait, what? And I was like, and then I realized that he was actually just he was literally just saying, oh, are we halfway there? Like he wasn't trying to be like, you know, like, oh, living on a prayer. Like I guess, yeah, he wasn't trying to like make a joke about it, and that was a little bit of an awkward moment when I was like, oh, I thought you were trying to make like a living on a prayer joke, but unfortunately, that was not the case. So that was unfortunate. He was not my people. Press F to pay respects. That's exactly what I was thinking. Well, it's either that or Squidward on a chair, but like that one's a bit more obscure, and I didn't really want to go that deep. So I went with the living on prayer. I was like, oh, that's probably what he wants. I'll play by his rules. Unfortunately, that was not the case. The miscommunication was big, sad. But yeah, no, it was good. Went to an alright pizza place. Pizza was whatever. I got this big ass. It was a drink that was literally called a big ass lemonade. That may spoil where it is, but it was alright. You know, it was just like a big old, like they had the big cup. It was like literally just a sparkling vodka lemonade. Can't complain about that, right? It's like literally just lemonade. But that was, yeah, that was fun stuff, and I failed that. Okay, great, love that. Vodka lemonade. Ooh, yeah, speaking of vodka, yeah, no, that's really all I want. That's really all I recommended of. Just vodka, the horse, the Uma. Reminds me of the fishbowl drinks. Oh my god, the fishbowl drinks. I think I know what you're talking about, yeah. I mean, luckily it wasn't served in the fishbowl, but it sure was a lot of it. It was like a big old, what was it, 32 ounces or something, so It was a lot, especially since I also... Okay, wow, maybe I should have actually watched that race. It was a lot, but it's okay, because my alcohol tolerance is high. But I was still definitely feeling it a little bit. But that's okay. Sometimes you need that in your life. Let's eat a big healthy meal. Okay. How are we doing? Ooh, sweet babies. Sweet baby rays. Okay. Oh no, energy down. I hate how frequent those events are in this game. They definitely do fix that a little bit. Like, the number of times you get like a sickness from resting or like randomly out of the blue was so annoying back in the day, especially, and like this game too, like the English version, it's so annoying. But they do tune that eventually, just because I think it's so annoying, and I think it's been a long. I almost want to say they straight up disabled getting a sickness from just resting, because that's just kind of cruel, right? The idea that you just get a sickness from just trying to, like, you know, like, rest your Uma. It's like, oh, you're trying to, like, you know, do something good, and it's just like, oh, it's all of a sudden bad status, and it's like, why are you giving me this? It's like, you're just punishing me for resting. This feels pretty shitty, if you ask me. So luckily it's not. I don't think I've seen it in the Japanese version in a long time, so I don't even think it's a thing anymore. There might be a really small chance of it happening, but I don't think it doesn't really happen that often there. Whereas here, I feel like it happens once, not once every turn, but like it happens, if I do a couple of runs, it definitely happens at least once per day sort of thing, which is way too common. Hey, I got long. Nice. Okay, I should probably... Well, here, we're almost done with getting all of our Umas up to friendship training. So we're at a pretty good pace right now. Now it's the point where I start kind of getting a little bit concerned about what I'm actually training instead of just randomly willy-nilly training. But we'll go some speed. Speed is always number one. That is... There's no exception to that. Speed is the most important stat in this game. No matter what Uma, what distance, what anything you're training, you need speed. Okay, well, fuck my life. Really proving me right here. You know, we really need that speed, apparently. Oh, you know what it was? I don't have any skills. I forgot I actually kind of need skills in this. I'm so used to, in the Japanese, you saw how I didn't even put any skills until right at the end because I don't need them, but I kind of need them now, so maybe I should kind of use one of some of them. Ooh, yes, the best skill in the game. Swinging Maestro. No, just kidding. That'll be useful. And then I guess I can use this. This is McQueen's unique, I think, right? So that might be alright. Generally speaking, I don't really go for any of these green skills. Just because, I mean, sometimes it could be useful, but it just feels like, you know, it's like... I try and go for more of the general skills, because I feel like they're a lot more useful in kind of overarching for all races, rather than like these ones where it's only applicable to some races. And it feels like a bit more limited in that sense. And I'll say for... Because there's, you know, obviously there's the single circle and then there's the double circle. If you're gonna take these, I would not recommend taking the double circles, because I feel like the benefits of taking a double circle over a single circle is not worth the number of skill points that you have to spend. So if you're gonna do it, at least just do the one, and then I would not even touch the second one, because it's not really worth it. Okay, let's see. Do I have everybody up to skill? No, I have one more. Let's get that going, and then I should probably heal in time for the summer trainings. We're on the same page. Oh, that's not what you want to see. Okay. Ooh, look at that. And see, look at that. Now we are ready for summer training, and we got ourselves a fat stat gain. Fat stats. And now we get a fat rest game. Okay. Ooh, yes please. So I think at this point now I want to try and get as much speed as possible, and also try and get a good amount of stamina, because Oguri does like to run. I think she's more of a... She's mid, mile, middle... I keep calling it mid, it's medium. She's more of a mile, medium Uma. I know that you can raise her to be a good long one, but like, her skill isn't really that good for that. She's mid, how dare you? Yeah, I mean, she's cap, cap isn't peak. You're right about that. I'm not disagreeing. She is one of my favorite characters. That's why I need to stop talking. I need to replace the word mid with medium, because medium is what I meant. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I get what you're putting down. Training your stamina. Right. Ooh, fat stats. That is exactly what we want. Oh, I need to get some fans up before our next race. Let's do... Is there any races I haven't done in this? Ooh, yes, that should be good. The Kyoto Daishoten. Let's do that one. We'll do that one and tell y'all what. You know what? Actually, no, I do need to watch it anyway, so let's watch the race. Let's watch our first race that is not 100% going to be a win. Prestigious. Who we got on our lineups here? We got Speechless Hack. I love that name. Winning Ticket. Hishiyama. Saiyan Sky. Can you feel the Can you feel it now, Mr. Krabs? Sand Commando. What the hell? Man, these NPC names are kind of hilarious. My favorite is 1 Inch of Love. Yeah, no, I'm waiting for 1 Inch of Love. I've only seen her once. I'm trying to find her too. I don't know. There are a whole bunch of NPC Umas, so it's gonna be kind of hard to find the one you want. But maybe we might see 1 Inch of Love one day, because 1 Inch of Love, that's me IRL. Am I right, ladies? Am I right? Anyway. G2 Kyoto Daishoten Kyoto Turf 2400 meters. Conditions? I don't know. I don't pay attention to that stuff. I don't care. Anyway. Oh, great late start. Love that. Love to see it. We love late starts. We love seeing late starts in this household. I love when that happens. Look at all those Umas. Yeah, so you can see here, now that they're racing in the gym wears, you can see that some of them are wearing the shorts, some of them are wearing the bloomers, and you can tell from that they're either male or female. Although for the NPCs, that doesn't really apply. I don't know. For the actual Umas, the actual Umas, you know, not the ones that are just randoms. Like Hishi Amazon, which you might be able to see eventually in the back. You can kind of see she's wearing the thing on her left ear, so that's another sign. There's Winning Ticket, wearing shorts, and the little thing on the right ear. Male IRL. Same with Saiyan Sky. Oh yeah, much earlier in the stream I looked up what you were saying about fine motion. I had no idea, and that's really cool to know. Yeah, it's a fun fact. They pack a lot of kind of knowledge into each of the characters in this game. That's one of the things I love about this franchise, is every little thing about character is most likely a reference to... I'm not doing very well, am I? Is a reference to something from the real life, either from the horse or from the jockey or the trainer or anybody. You know, it could be any one of those. Oh, come on, Oguri, I see you. Oguri, go. Come on, Oguri, come on. Oh, there she is. There's her unique skill, which is all right. Go. No. Fuck. Fine. was a bit too late. I think the late start didn't help. It's alright. Second place. We take second place. I don't think that's gonna be enough fans, so I'm probably gonna have to do another race. Oh, that was enough fans. Okay, never mind. Alright, it's fine. We'll get our win eventually. Have I won something that wasn't the debut race in this so far? Has it all just been... Wait a second. Wait, was that enough? Not enough? That wasn't enough fans. Well, watch my fudgesicles. Yeah, wait, have I actually... I have not won a single race that hasn't been a make debut race. Love that. Love to see it. Let me see if there's anything I can race here. We can do the Kika show, we can do the Shuka show, we can do this show, we can do the Shohei Ohtani. Let's do the Fuji Stakes. The Fuji Kiseki Stakes. And we'll watch this one, because we're forced to watch it. Speaking of Shohei Ohtani, yes, screw you Dodgers, getting swept by the Brewers. Go Brewers. Yeah, but no hate to Shohei though. You gotta love a player who can go two ways, you know, if you know what happens. No, but seriously though, it's freaking insane to see how he's one of the best hitters and one of the best pitchers in the game when it's hard enough to specialize in one of those. It's fucking crazy, man. Totally forgot that happened. I mean, it literally just happened to... I don't know if you're talking about the Brewers or whatever you're talking about, but yeah, no, that literally did just happen today, so I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't. But yeah, Shohei Ohtani, good old Dodgers. Speaking of LA, this is something I was going to bring up eventually, but I might as well bring it up now that we're talking while the race is happening. And hey, not a late start. So in other things in my personal life, it has been actually tomorrow to the day, it's gonna be 6 months since I got laid off. It is to the point now where I think it was about a week ago, I made a post on LinkedIn being like, because you know there's people who are like, oh, I just got laid off, and it's like, if anybody's looking for a position, blah blah blah, please let me know. I did one of those posts where it's like, yeah, you know, I've been hesitating to write this, but given that I'm off 2 rejections from final interviews, I accidentally locked my phone. Whoopsies. Didn't mean to do that. Anyway, sorry. Accidentally pressed the lock button on my phone. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now because Oguri's about to win, I think. Yeah, she's in good position right now. Die with Scarlet. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? I am. Yeah, look at her and her bloomers. Who does she think she is? Trying to be number 1. More like number 2. Go, 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 buddy. Go, go, go. You can do it. You can win. You can win all the carrots in the world. Yay! There we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Easy win. And that, my friends, is another trophy in our trophy case. Nice. Okay. But anyway, back to my shtick. So yeah, I made the post on LinkedIn being like, hey, I'm looking for a job and blah blah blah, that kind of thing. And fun enough, or maybe not fun enough, but nicely enough, a couple of people did reach out. Some being my former managers, like one of my former managers reposted and was like, yeah, let me know. Like he reposted, he was like, made a little post about it being like, hey, like this guy was my first hire, blah blah blah, I'd love to have him, you know, like let me, kind of promoting it to his network, so that was kind of nice. And then another one of my managers, who was actually my manager, I don't know if I should really say this, I probably won't say it, but like at one of my former managers from an internship I did, who actually was trying to hire me before for another role, but that didn't end up really working out because he technically wasn't the hiring manager for that, reached out to me and was like, hey, I'm hiring for this role. If you're interested, let me know, and then we can start the process. So I actually got started on that. The only issue is that the role is not in Chicago. I should probably say this a little quietly because my landlord is upstairs, and I just signed a 1-year lease, but basically, there is a chance that I might be moving to Southern California if this works out, because the job is located in that area. I mean, that'd be nice because I do kind of like that area. I wouldn't be opposed. I'm just like kind of annoyed at the fact that I have to move and you know, like go through the whole process of trying to settle in and all that stuff, because it was already hard enough for me trying to move here to Chicago. Like, it took me a little bit to kind of settle in, but it'll be kind of a little bit nicer because I know people in that area. Like, I know people who live in Southern California, so it's not like I'm going to be totally alone in that sense. But all to say, we'll see how it goes. I have an interview with the guy tomorrow, and then if that goes, I mean, I'm not really too worried about that one, but if that one does go well, then I have a final interview with some other people, and then hopefully that should be the last one. So who knows, maybe that might work out, and then I have to move on over, but all to say, there is a slight possibility that I might be moving, so... And I shouldn't be saying it loudly because, like I said, I literally just signed a 1-year extension on my lease that I'm currently living in, so I'd have to break that if I wanted to move. Which I wouldn't think is impossible because, like, my landlord's pretty chill for the most part, so I'm sure we can figure something out. It probably would be me having to pay, like, some sort of penalty fine sort of thing, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know. But that's, yeah, relocating is always tough. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I really wish, I don't know why it is that, you know, we're back to the whole era of, oh, you need to go back to the office a few days a week, or like, you need to be back in the office, or you need to be like in this setting. It's like, there aren't that many remote jobs out there anymore, which is a little bit annoying. Because it's like, especially my field, it's like you really don't need to be in the office. Like, I can do my work alone, it's fine. Like, I don't need to be in an office setting. There are definitely jobs that, you know, require the in-person kind of collaboration stuff. But like, for my field, which I guess I can kind of say is like data science, data analytics, like you really don't need to be in person for that. So, I don't know, but it's whatever, you know, it's an opportunity, and hell, the pay is a lot. The pay is great. Like, yeah, definitely Southern California is expensive. Not as expensive as the Bay Area, but it's still expensive. But the pay will make up for that, which is kind of nice. Hope something works out. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Don't want to count my chickens, but I'm relatively hopeful because, like I said, this guy, he's been trying to hire me before, and like this time he's actually the hiring manager, so as long as I don't completely fuck up like the last interview, I feel like it should be pretty... I don't want to say, like, again, I don't want to make any promises, but I have hopes, so... But then again, I had hopes from the last interviews I had, so... I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, interviews tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. In terms of other future plans, so speaking of future plans, yeah, so tomorrow I'm probably gonna, well, we'll see if I want to stream tomorrow. I'm not busy or anything, so I might do a thing depending on how I feel. We'll see if it's Uma or not. I know Gakuen Idolmaster, I know the next Step 3 got announced. I know Hito's the next one. And I don't know when that exactly starts, god dang it. But whenever that starts, I might do that as well. I also know technically, I know Mizusu, her NIA events came out, but I just ended up doing that on my own, off stream, just because, yeah, screw it, whatever. It's not probably going to be that interesting to watch as a stream. So, honestly, kind of the same with the hero stuff, but at least that's going to be a little bit more interesting, new stories. Which is kind of the same with Mizusu too, actually, so I don't know why I'm trying to dispute that. But that might be a possibility whenever that comes out. I bought a ton of games in the most recent Steam summer sale, so that could also be, you know, we got a few games that are up in the docket for that. And that's not what I meant to click. Love to see that. And what else? I mean, I'll probably announce this later as well, but I might as well say it while I'm saying it. Saturday, probably going to be doing good old nice collaboration with our good old friend, the good old friend in chat over here, Ray's VT. We'll be playing some more, we'll finish out the Escape Sim stuff. You know, we've been doing it, we did a few Escape Simulator collaborations in the past. I know there's like a few maps that we still haven't done yet, so gonna try and finish that out. And then play the Escape Simulator 2 demo. So get that in the way, and then if we still have time after that, which we probably will, because there's probably not going to be that much content that we have left over, we'll head over to web fishing. I got that for sale, or not for sale, but I got that as well, so get some good old relaxing fishing stuff. And yeah, it'll be fun times. So I think we said, what, 6 p.m., right? 6 p.m. my time, so 6 p.m. Central Time on Saturday, 4 p.m. Pacific. We'll be doing that and getting that all ready to go, so look forward to that on Saturday. And I'll make the announcement once I make the thumbnail for that, because I still need to figure out what the hell I need to do for that. Yo, I'm actually making a thumbnail for the collab right now. Nice. Yeah, let me know, or like, yeah, show me it. I'm not that I'm gonna steal your idea, but like, I'm curious what the heck, like, I need some inspiration, because I have no idea what kind of thumbnail I'd be making for that. Yeah, no problem. Okay, good stuff. Also, we are almost done with this scenario. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'll do recreation. Yes, okay, that's exactly what I was hoping for, actually. Like a lot of stamina, or a lot of energy increase. That is what I wanted. Oh, wait, I should have just watched it. That's fine. We'll watch the Uro finals. Or Uro finale, sorry. Sorry, still so used to Japanese terms. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it, Uro finale. Sure, I'll get the stamina up a little bit. Although I think at this point the stamina is looking decent enough. And I think speed is probably what we really want to get into, so let me see. Pace chaser, right? Yeah, she's a pace chaser. Okay, so that's probably gonna be pretty good. None of these. I mean, that would be pretty nice, but I don't have enough skill points, so we'll just go with that. Okay, and hopefully that should be enough to be able to win these races. So we shall watch these races. Starting with the qualifiers. Who we got qualifying? Who we got trying to qualify here? All right, we got Ines Fujin. Hey, it's my girl Ines Fujin. Royal Coronet. Hey, it's Speechless Hack again. My favorite. Brass Wonder, King Halo, Tachyon. It's calling. What's calling? What's calling? I don't know. That's foreboding and ominous. Good time for a water break. Man, we got 3 front runners over here. We got Ines, we got Suzuka, and we got what's her face, whoever that is. Wait, was that Nishino Flower? I just saw like a mini figure over there. Yeah, that's Flower, right? Yeah, okay. Yep, Nishino Flower. Okay. I was like, I saw a small Uma there. I was like, that has to be Nishino Flower, because like we don't have very many small Umas right now here. Yeah, same. Yeah, right. You just in the peripheral vision, you just see this short Uma. It's like, who let this child in the race course? It is funny how we have like the shortest characters in like Nishino Flower, and like I think the tallest character still is Hishi Akebono, who y'all probably have not seen yet, but he is the tallest character at 180 centimeters, which is actually taller than me, IRL. But yeah, she's a tall one, and she's actually specializes in sprints, which is kind of funny. But yeah, we got the dichotomy between the shortest and the tallest. Although I don't think is Nishino. I think Nishino Flower. I have to search that up actually. Hold on. She's probably gonna win. It's fine. Oh, that was way too close. That was close. That could have been bad. Okay. Let me sort. Wait, I thought couldn't. Oh, character profiles. Okay, I was like, you can definitely sort by height. Yep, Nishino Flower is still the shortest character or the shortest Uma at 135 centimeters, which in freedom units is 53 inches, which I think would be 5'5". Eesh. That's short, alright. Yeah, Nishino Flower, 135 centimeters shortest. Tallest is still Hishi Akebono, 180 centimeters. 180 centimeters, 2 inches. I'm gonna move. What am I doing? Okay. Move forward. 70. So that's what, 5'10", 5'11". Wow, that's a tall Uma. I'll say tall boy, but she's not a boy. What am I saying? Well, she is IRL, but not in the Umaverse. There are no Umamusukos in this game, and there probably won't be. Unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, we'll watch this run. Sure, we'll watch these. I'm down to always watch these. Okay. Alright. Nakayama. I didn't even see who was racing. Oh, we got Aishin Flash, we got Iwahai Hide, Hishi Amazon, Air Groove, Teiyama Pro, Marzensky's our front runner, of course. Vodka. Okay. Encore one more. Aishin Flash. Yep. Vodka. Man, speaking of Aishin Flash's costume, man, I'll say a lot of the costumes in this game, the racing costumes, I'm just like, how can you race in this? It feels like more of a detriment than anything. I think Tam Opero is another good example. She has the freaking cape, which if you run in the cape, that's just creates so much drag. This just feels like you're inting yourself more than anything. But Aishin Flash is one of those characters where it's like, are you sure you could be fine racing in this outfit? It feels like there's going to be a wardrobe malfunction if you're not careful. Like, I guess I can show, it's probably not going to show a good clip here, but like, a good angle here. But yeah, there are some characters, especially ones that haven't been introduced yet in the English version, where it's just like, I wouldn't trust that. I wouldn't trust that holding up in a race setting. Well, yeah, also Tam Opera's crown, I'm like, are you okay? Are you sure with that? That is true also, yeah, her crown. How does that keep balance? I don't even know. But anyway, we got the first place again. Well, I guess while we're on that topic, let me make a little bit of a jump on over back here and show y'all what I'm talking about, Aishin Flash. It's Aishin Flash, man, yeah. Where are you, Aishin? Where are you, Flash? Flash. There she is. Like, right? Like, I don't know. It's just like, I feel like, I don't think this is the most optimal costume for racing. I'm just gonna put that out there. She's kind of in the category, who else is there? Yamanin Zephyr is another good example. Let me try to find her. Yamanin Zephyr, where are you? Yamanin Zephyr, I think I passed it. Yamanin Zephyr. There she is. Another good example. It's like, questionable. I don't know about that one. That's what I thought with Satono Diamond. A whole dress and of course that's the other thing. There are so many costumes with corsets. I'm just like, how would you be able to race in this? This doesn't seem very practical, but yeah, I think I have Satono Diamond here to show as an example. Where are you? Did I pass her? I definitely passed her. Hold on. Yeah, Satono Diamond. Yeah, right? It's just like, if she has the whole dress, she has the freaking sleeves that are like, just like the over... Show your sleeves! Hey, show your sleeves! But yeah, the corset, it's just like, damn, okay. You racing this? It's like, yeah, it's crazy. The sleeves. Let's see, who else has some crazy... I mean, Jungle Pocket, I'm not gonna lie, like... I guess the suspenders do a lot of work there, but, she's listening. Yeah, right? She doesn't want to show her sleeves. Who else? I mean, Durandal doesn't really fit that, but I'm just like, I look at her costume and I'm just like, geez, I don't know, that's very form-fitting. Oh, and Marzensky, not you, Marzensky. Wait, there's this swimsuit Marzensky that's just like, what the heck? This one. This is not a racing outfit. I don't know about you. I would not race in this one. That's questionable. Also, speaking of not racing and stuff, freaking Fuji Kiseki over here racing in her freaking high heels. How would you? It's like, no, I cannot. That is not correct. According to the Encyclopedia of Uma, that is not correct. A racy outfit. In many ways, yes, it is a racy outfit. Now, if we're talking outfits that are actually kind of like good for racing, I feel like Ines has to be up there. Like, this actually looks like a pretty deep, like, maybe the open jacket does seem like it get a bit annoying, but like this is actually pretty good for like she has the freaking running shoes, she got the spats, like this actually seems like it's a pretty good racing outfit. Yeah, when seeing Uma's running in heels, I'm so impressed. Yeah, I know, right? It's just like, it feels like you're just setting yourself up for failure. It's like you're literally just giving yourself a handicap. I knew you were gonna bring up Ines Fuji, and it is a reasonable outfit. Because it is. It does look actually like an outfit. And then there's Mihono Bourbon, which is like, what is this? What is all this? Like the tail, the shoes, it's like, my goodness, it's like tactical shoes in a sense. There was another one I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it's like, that was actually pretty good. I don't remember off the top of my head. I mean, Tamamo Cross is kind of in the same vein with that kind of outfit, except her pants don't really seem like they'd be that good for kind of like racing purposes. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, Urara's I think is the most racing outfit-y. It's because I think it's the whole lore thing about how, since she's technically actually never won a single race, they never actually gave her like her own sort of custom outfit, and so this is just what she kind of scrapped together with whatever she could find. So that's why it's so simplistic with the training outfits and stuff. It's like, this is literally just all she could find on her own. Yeah, oh dear indeed. Yes, oh dear. That's what happens. Yeah, I didn't think of it like that. I don't know if that's the official reasoning, but that does make sense, right? It's like she never actually won a single race, so it's like, well, I want my own special outfit. I'll just find whatever I can find laying around and then just kind of call that my outfit. And it does really seem like that. So, Rip Urara. Yeah, man, there's so many Umas. It's just like, it is. I don't want to say slog, but it's definitely a lot to go through. If we're talking like other annoying things like Cheval, like the whole V sisters, like Cheval Grand, Virginia, Vivlos, like they all have the little kind of ribbon that you can see here with their name on it. That has to be so annoying for running. Like it goes like flops around everywhere. That has to be really annoying. Virginia has hers, and then Cheval Grand has hers. Like right there. That one's not as bad. Like that one's just right at the pants there, and it's not as long, so it's like doesn't seem like it get annoying. Vivlos is just like, look at me, like just doing that is just like shaking it all over too. That's gotta be annoying. Trying to remember. There was definitely one I remember that was just like big. This actually looks like a racing uniform. Oh, Gran Allegria's. Gran Allegria and her Sonic shoes. Look at these comically large shoes, the GA shoes. And this outfit is honestly a bit more sus. I don't know if sus is the word. Bit more NSFW than some of the swimsuit outfits, honestly. Like compare that to 18 Flash's swimsuit outfit. Like, the worst. Or like Metro McQueen's swimsuit. Like, yes, this is a swimsuit, by the way. You can kind of tell from the back, but like, this just looks like a dress, right? It's just like, really? I don't know. Anyway, that was all. That was our little tangent, our racing outfit tangent. What's your favorite racing outfit? If I had to, I guess I never really said my favorite racing outfit. If I had to pick, and I'm gonna try this 21%. We got it. Okay. I mean, I'm biased, but Ines Fuji definitely is one of my favorites. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to take a look at all the racing outfits because there's definitely like a whole, like I said, there's a whole bunch of different ones. Ogre's also pretty nice. I do like Ogre caps a lot. It's simple. I love the. I mean, this is a part of her character, but the freaking headband. That was also fun. The scene in Cinderella Grey where she makes a big deal about having the head. Why did I sim that, by the way? I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I apologize for. It's just embedded in my brain of just having to sim everything. So we should have watched that one, but it's fine. We got the win. All that matters. It's a good question. I like Rudolph's a lot. Rudolph's outfit is pretty nice. Got the whole regal outfit to it. A lot of details to it that are pretty nice. I do like that one. Let's see. That one, and then I think I'll get... we'll get... Focus is always good. And then maybe a straightaway recovery. Well... Yeah, straightaway recovery. Okay. Alright. We'll see how good this one ended up being. We got a clear playthrough, got the B+, we'll take it, we take it. Like I said, I'm pretty much capped at B+, I think, at this point, until I get better support cards, so we'll see whenever whenever Kita-san Black comes out, which should be pretty soon, we will get that born. We will get more cards, better cards. Okay. But yeah, I've got all the carrots that I'm saving up. I've stopped rolling for stuff, and I'm just like, because I'm like, I need to save up, because that's coming up soon. Because the hype is actually true. Can't wait for playable Kita-san. I really liked her character. However long that'll take. When did she come out? Kita-san Black came out here. Let me 1 second. Go back to Game Tora. This Game Tora should have the all that information. Let me jump over to where's my desktop? That button's my desktop. Okay. Go to characters, release date, ascending. Kita-san Black came out on... I think she came out during an anniversary, actually. I might have passed her, actually. Yeah, I passed her. I definitely passed her. Here she is. Yeah, she came out to 20... I think that would have been first anniversary. Because, yeah, she came out at the same time as Tannhäuser. So, yep, she'll come out during first anniversary. Because of the accelerated release schedule, that probably means 10 months. So, yeah, give it another, 10 months I think is about right. So, look forward to that, I guess. Wait, what? Oh, right. I was like, I already did this. I was like, forgot I get rewards for that. Alright. I think we're good. Let's okay, we'll finish this stream off with another Suzuka training. I'm gonna switch it up this time. I'm gonna do what I talked about before, where I will keep Almond Eye because she's the best speed card by far, and then I'll replace her with the Guts card. And for me, my best Guts card is Orphe, wherever the hell she is. And I'm just really terrible at finding stuff. Okay, she's right here. Yeah. So we'll have one of each. Like I said, normally this would be a horrible strategy for any run, but apparently for this scenario, it's actually might be pretty worth it. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, blah blah blah. Yeah. Hashire, Toben, Tonbe, Nobute, Mayote, Tabete. And Ines. And that's all I want to see. Okay. That's all I was there for. Okay. They're all pretty meh. Alright, we'll go with this one. was this one? This was either the... Oh, why am I can look. I forgot I can look now. I either get mood up or I get 15 energy. I don't really need energy right now. I'll take the mood up. Okay. And we will do that. Okay, I'm gonna do... let's see. We'll stick with that for now. Okay, get Tucker Blind in here. Which, by the way, I don't know who said it, but somebody said that that's the most white name ever, and I'm like, I totally agree with that. Freaking Tucker Blind. The most white Umo name ever. 100% accurate. Okay. Ooh, yes please. Give me my first tickets. Okay. Energy. I didn't even need to look, I already knew. Okay. Almond Eye. Eye of Almond. Alright. Another ticket. The other nice thing about the ticket too is you can see that it doesn't actually use up any energy. So I can just do it even if I have low energy like this, I can just still take it, and it's successful no matter what. This scenario, man, it's so freaking... It's broken. Let's bluntly put it that way. It's actually just broken. I don't hate it, but it's just like, it's crazy how easy it is to get good scores on this. Okay. Ooh. Decision. I'll just go with this one. Like either that one or get both of the other two available, but then that's probably gonna happen anyway pretty soon, so might as well just get Almond Eye out of the way. Eye of Almond, as I like to call her. Okay. Okay, this I gotta remember this time, do not take an OP race, I gotta take a graded race. So G1, G2, or G3, it's gotta be one of those. I think usually what I ended up doing was I just took hopeful stakes. I just didn't do it that run, the last run, because I'm an idiot. So I just need to remember to do that. That's okay, we're good. Okay. This one, or no, wait, what am I doing? This one, okay. Yes, okay, we're good. Gotta take the island, the beach house, even though I still don't have really any idea what it does, but it's important. But it's not that important to the point of where you just have to get it once, and then you're good. It is crazy, because I think the first blind run I did of this, literally the first run, the day this came out, I did a run of this, and I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm just gonna do it, just see what it's like, and I still ended up getting like a UC 5 or something, which is honestly like really good. So I was just like, how, it's like, dang, this is actually pretty interesting. It turns out this scenario is actually not that bad, only for it to actually turn out to be pretty easy to do, so that's pretty nice. Got our beach house. Okay. Nice. Give me energy, Jungle Pocket. Give me energy. Do I want to wait? Yes. I want to wait until there's a better opportunity, aka more Rainbow Friendship trainings. And hey, I got one more. I got two. Yay! I'll take it. The only reason why I'm taking it is otherwise I feel like it's a bit too risky. Just waiting, especially since the other one's about to come up and engage. Okay. this one. Just vibe into the music right now, but that's not what I want to see. Ooh, 3? Okay, sure, we'll take that. Oh, you saw that the Guts still wasn't really that good. Well, I shouldn't be complaining. The Guts is actually doing pretty well for me right now. Yeah, I'll do that one. Honestly, if anything, the power is actually looking pretty bad right now, but knowing how bad the stats gains can be for Tama's should be fine. Ooh, nice. Okay, yeah, we'll just keep on training rolls. Hell yeah, brother. This, I think, would be a good time to do this. Yeah, because I wasn't even going to fill up my energy bar all the way, which is kind of unfortunate. It is what it is. Oh, yeah, race. Thank you for reminding me that I need to do a race. But first I gotta get this fat stat gain, and then I'll do a race. Okay. Hopeful stakes. Get this out of the way so I don't create another situation like I did last time. Alright. Grayson Island. Test thing. Examination. Okay, hey, we got gold chip. Okay. Decision time. Okay, so I think this would be good. Do I want... Honestly, I might want power in this case, and then that, and then that. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Because like I said before, I think the wit is only 1300 max, so it feels like it probably wouldn't be the best idea to just go for that one. Alright, sure. Really loading me up on guts now. To an interesting degree. Okay, no. I'll go with this one. Hey, it's Blast One Piece. Okay, ooh, none of these are good options. I'll just go with this one. Because none of them are going to fill up my gauge. The left-hand gauge. Okay. Man, I am not getting any rainbows right now. Not what I want to see. This is gonna seem kind of crazy, but I'm gonna do this in the bottom option, which isn't gonna give me any stamina or any energy, but it gave me stats, I guess, which I will take, since that's a little bit better than the options I got there. Okay. Let's see, what options do we have here? Give me the guts. G2 race. You know what I realized I could do? Maybe I can probably once this kind of run is done, maybe we can do one of the last, use up my last energy bar for team trial. That's not what I want to see. Use my last bar for team trials and then try and kind of watch some of that, because that could be more interesting. At least that isn't a guaranteed first, and then we'd be able to see some of the characters there, so that could be kind of fun. Maybe I'll do that after this. Because as it is right now, I won't be really able to watch these races without literally just Suzuka being out in front the entire time, which is kind of a little bit boring. And I do want to watch some more first-person races, because even though this feature has been out for a little bit in the Japanese version, I actually haven't really used it that much. So it'd be kind of fun to be able to kind of watch some of the races. in the perspective of the Uma, you know? Always fun. I might do that after this. Whenever this run ends. Hopefully this run ends well. So far, it's alright. I mean, again, it's kind of really too soon to say anything about it. But it seems like it's going decently so far. Although, should probably get my mood up a little bit there. This one. Okay. And now, okay, that's a little bit better. Although honestly, now I'm a little bit worried about the speed more than anything. Maybe you do need at least 2 speed cards, but I don't know. We'll see. It's every single, like I said, every single run I've done before, I've maxed out the speed before coming close to end the run. So maybe I'm just so used to having that way higher than it already should be. I'll go with this one, and then I'll heal myself in preparation for summer trainings. Alright, that should be good. Okay, third test of the island capabilities, and of course, the pass. Alright, planning it out. Okay, so, okay, I would say these two are still important, and then, power or guts? Power. As crazy as that may seem. But I think we'll try that first, and then I'll train the guts later. This one is stamina. Okay. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, sweet babies. Yes, please. Okay. Nah, I'll go with this one. Try and get some of that. Use up some of the energy that I've saved up. Oh boy, yeah, sure, why not? It feels weird seeing that my guts number being higher than my power number. It's not that that's the most horrible thing in the world, but it just feels weird to me. To the point of where I'm going to train for power. There we go. Okay, what do we got here? I'll go with this one. Okay, give me my tickets. I'll go with this one. Okay. Nah, I'll wait it out. Only getting one friendship training isn't gonna be enough there. And I should, even with this upcoming race, I should have one more turn before I get the other ticket, so... Otherwise it would have given me the warning, right? Because it did that last time, and I didn't heed it, because I was a freaking idiot. Okay. Okay, so I absolutely need to use the ticket this time. Which hopefully, yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, whatever. Okay. 4-3. Oh, bottom one. Like I said, I've been doing so many of these runs that I remember which one I need to take. Okay, let's see. Oh, another just one. Tisk tisk. Shaking my head. Not what I want to see. Really? Kind of running out of options. Well, not really running out of options, but I'm running out of time to use this ticket. I need to see more than one friendship training, otherwise it just doesn't seem like it's really that worth it, even though it's still pretty worth it, to be quite honest. Please? Eh, 3's good, I guess. I'll take 3, alright. 3. Hey, Neku, what's up? Good seeing you. Welcome to Uma. Japanese version. I'm gonna just rest here. Just training up CM Umas. Because apparently Onika is actually a valid strategy now. From what I've heard. What is? Oh, the Great Escape strategy or whatever. It's the one where like the runner runs all the way to the front. That the meme or whatever. The Great Escape, I think it was in translated technically. Yeah. That's why I'm training Suzuka. I got a good Katsuragi ace, and I'm probably gonna just do Chronogenesis because there really isn't that good Umas, like meta Umas that I really like. So I'm probably just gonna stick with the meta for now. Was it bad before? It wasn't bad, it was just really hard to make them because you needed a lot of stamina. So that's why it's more easily trained for with this scenario where you can create such crazy Umas. Oh boy, okay. We'll go with that. I used to run it a lot. I mean, it is kind of a meme. I don't want to say it's the meme strategy, but it kind of is. Because it's just like... Yeah, it's like, it's kind of hard to build. Like, successfully at least. I mean, it's not hard to build, but like, it's just like... Yeah, it requires a lot of stamina, you need a lot of power, or not power, like... A lot of power. I need to... A lot of stamina, a lot of speed. Those are the words I meant to say. Those are the things you need. But now that it's easy to do it here, you can actually do it. On this scenario, I'm still getting used to the numbers. I ended up overcapping really hard on my last run. Yeah, no, same. I've been really hitting the speed cap every single time I've been doing it, which is why for this run I've been doing... I did a weird distribution of cards where I just had one of each type, so I have 1 guts, 1 speed, 1 stamina, 1 power, 1 wit. I don't know if this is gonna work, but every time, because I've been using like a 2, even with like just 2 speed cards, it's still maxing out the speed numbers even before I finish my run, so it's just like, I might just have to do that, and it seems like the distribution is actually probably the best for this strat, or for this scenario, so that might actually be the way to do it. Yeah, I'm thinking Rainbow Deck is good too. I overcapped my speed in Int last run. Int is also one that's really easy to overcap. Yeah, I've been doing that a lot. I didn't do it the last run, but... Oh, that's not what you want to see. But no, yeah, the Int cap is like, what, 1300? Yeah, it is really low compared to the rest of the numbers. Because it's like, what, 1800 or 1900, and then 1700 and then 1600s for... power and guts. It's quite high. This is quite high. And I just felt like I was just struggling to try and get my guts up. That's why I was just like, I'll replace one of those. Feeling good about my current Rainbow deck though. Yeah, nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, it helps that with the free rolls that we had, I was able to fully limit break my Tama Macross, the power card, so I have that available, which is pretty good. But I still... Oh, nice, we got medium S. That is what I want to see. But I think the nice thing about this scenario is that you can still... Or... Maybe it's not the case anymore, but, you know, back when... Before they made the changes where you could just, like, have the 5 speed cards, that was hilarious. This one. Good old Almond Eye and your overpowered 2 gold skills. Thank you. What do I want to do with my life? We'll do that one, I guess. Man, I spent all my carrots on those sub cards and I didn't get too much. Yeah, I got kind of lucky with the pulls. I was like, at first I didn't get anything and I was like, uh-oh, but then I started getting some of the Tamamo Cross ones and I was like, ooh, there might be a chance, and then I was able to do, I had enough carrots where I was able to pull for, or like do pity. So I got, or I was debating whether or not I wanted to save up for Tucker Blind or just do Tamamo Cross, but then I was like, I didn't get enough Tucker Blind cards, and I was like, honestly, in the long run, getting Tamamo Cross is probably going to be a bit better anyway, because, like, how useful is Tucker Blind going to be past this scenario? It's probably not going to be based on history, so I was just like, I might just want to get the powered card, and that might be better in the long term. But we'll see how that goes, if that ends up being the case. I have one limit broken Tamamo Cross and one limit broken Tucker Brine. My limit broke for the Tucker Brine card. The thing with the Tucker Brine card though is I've heard that it's only really useful for like the like third limit break. Like you need like 4 copies of it for it to be useful, which is stupid. It's kind of annoying, but that's what I heard, which is why I was like a little bit iffy on getting just like a few copies of it, because it feels like you really need almost a lot of it for it to actually be useful. Yeah, I was shooting for 3 limit broken. Yeah, it's close, but unfortunate. That is how the gacha works sometimes. Alright, oh, we're not looking too bad actually. Well, how do I want to do this? Do we get... I forgot, is there an event that happens where I can get my energy back before the summer training again? Well, either way, I probably want to get my mood up a little bit, so I'm probably just going to do this. That's not as much as I wanted. Oh, crane game, nice! Opportunity for a crane game. Okay. Oh boy, I'm gonna try and go for that Orphe. Alright, come on Orphe, are you holding anybody? Oh, little Natial Doto. That looks like that's about to fall, I'm not gonna lie. That should not be holding on. Alright, we got it, nice. I regret sparking, I should have done more LB on the Tamamo Cross one. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just like, it feels like in the short term, it might be better for to get Tucker Brine, because it's like a required card, but like, oh, that was stupid. That was terrible. But yeah, I think in the long term, Tamamo Cross would have been the better option, just because it's probably going to be more useful after the scenario. That's probably going to fall off. That's Air Shakur. And another Natial Doto. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Oh, that didn't fall. That was close. That's still only going to be a good success, though. Not great. Okay, Seiko. It's not too bad. I still get some energy back. We take that. Alright. Yeah, I should have really been looking at ahead, but I also wasn't sure how good the Tamamo Cross card was at the time. Which is fair, because it's like sometimes those cards aren't actually really that good. Like the other card that they release, you never really know. It's like some people are like, oh, this is going to be pretty good, and then it turns out in a few months it wasn't. Or like, there are like some Umas that come out there's like, oh, it's probably not going to end up being really that good, and then turns out, oh wait, it actually was pretty good in the meta. So you never really know, but yeah. I mean, there's already the and power is kind of a weird one, right? Because power, it's not like a speed or a stamina where it's like, oh, it's essential to have. There are some scenarios where power cards aren't really that well needed, so it feels like it's not really that important. I mean, in this scenario, definitely that's the case. Definitely a case where it's important. It's important to have a good distribution, it seems like. But you live and you learn, that's alright. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit worried I'm not gonna max... Well, no, I shouldn't be worried about that. I was like, I'm a little bit worried I'm not gonna max my, the speed, but that's definitely probably gonna happen. More than anything, I'm worried about my wit right now. Wit, the int, the wit, whatever you want to call it. I keep calling it the int, like intelligence, but like it's technically wit, so And there hasn't really officially been a translation until the game came out in English, so I've been just kind of rolling with whatever I want to say. Which is, you know, that's how it works sometimes. Okay, give me my Tucker Brian card. Okay. Ooh. Sweet babies, okay. We'll be lurking, but good luck on your Umas. Yeah, no, appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by, Neku, and hope you have a good rest of the stream, and yeah, good luck with all the stuff that you have to do, if it is stuff. Okay, I'm a little bit less worried now about the about my stats. We just gotta get some good turns, and I think we should actually be pretty good, because right, we got the S medium, which is what I was looking for. Did I get? I didn't get the Die with Scarlet skill, right? I didn't get the top runner, which is kind of unfortunate. What did I get? Let me double check. I got that from Almadai. I got that skill. I do not have top runner, which is not great because I kind of want that, but we still have a few turns for that to catch up. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's whatever. Okay. Give me my Onige. Give me Great Escape. There it is. Nice. Cool, okay, I'll take this one. Oh my god, that was the first event. Oh my god, I need the second and the third ones to happen in 3 turns. Stranger things have happened, but I mean, that's stranger joke. I highly doubt that is gonna happen. Oh, wait, we might be cooking. It might happen. It might be happening. Oh, please, please, give me the third event. Oh, fuck. Okay, I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's happening anymore, y'all. The cooking has not happening. There is no more cooking. Please? Nope. F's in chat. Okay. It's fine. No worries. Okay. Let's see what we got for opportunities. Sure. Okay. So I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm still a little bit iffy on whether this is better than the two speed and everything else. Like the 1 speed versus 2 speed. Because the only reason why I'm saying that is because they still have a pretty low, well, I guess it's still really too early to say, but it still feels like it's pretty low for the guts number right there. And in fact, I'm probably not looking like it's looking like I'm not going to max out my speed, which is a little bit unfortunate. Maybe I shouldn't have done that because I just maxed out my stamina. That's the word I meant to say. That's the word that was in my mind. But no worries. This is just a test run, seeing if everything works out. So far, I'm not really too convinced. Oh, 19%. Can we do it? We can do it. 19%. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think this is gonna be better than the ones I created. So I don't know about this one. Maybe you do need at least 2 speed cards for everything to work out. Maybe, who knows? Wait, did I just max out the... Oh, I did max it out. Oh, okay, never mind. We did max out speed. So that actually kind of worked out. Yeah, it's alright. Okay, we'll just get these stats going, and then we'll just, we'll see how we did here. I'm not too hopeful. If I had to guess, this is probably still going to be like a UB 5, 4 or 5 maybe, so... But, not sure yet. Well, I got the gold version of Top Runner, so that's not too bad. I did want Top Runner, but I guess I'll take that. Okay. Well, why am I taking that one? I know I have a lot of skill points, but I shouldn't be taking just random skills. Unless I have to, because I probably might, because it looks like I ran out. Okay, sorry. Just take every skill. That's pretty much all I'm taking. I have enough skill points. I'll take all these. Why not? Including these ones, because why the hell not? Oh, nope, wait, hold on. This one. Yes, I know I can't use that skill. It's whatever. Okay, there we go. This one. This one. These ones. Okay. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got in the pipeline. We got UB5. Wow, that was actually 100% correct. Good job, me. Not the worst, but again, a little bit worse than the ones I had previously. But, so we'll keep going. We keep going with those, but still not done building my Uma for that yet. So, guess like I said, to end things off, let's do a little bit of team trials, shall we? Let's do a little bit of Japanese team trials. We'll watch the races here, because I think that'd be pretty interesting. And we'll see how we do here. So let's get it. I'm gonna turn off my simulations here, and we're gonna just watch the races. Let's watch it from the perspective of... Oh, you can't. Oh, I forgot you can't. Oh, fudger nutter. Okay, well, it's fine. We can still watch it from the perspective of not them. I forgot you can't do that in team trials. I mean, like I said, I have not done it very much. I haven't watched... When was the last time I watched a team trials race? It honestly had to have been the first year of this game, because otherwise I don't think I really watched these, ever. So... yeah, this is kind of interesting. So yeah, we got two Karen's over there. We got a Karen-chan, we got Karen-chan Wedding Edition. Alright, come on, Karen. Or Bachan. I forgot your name for a second. Oh, I need to turn... Oh, right. I need to turn off the setting where it's just shorts for some reason. The short activations for skills. Jeez. You can't really watch this, though, because it's just, like, literally... Just literally point. It's just, like, spamming the points there. It's kind of funny. Hey, I won. Nice. Hey, there we go. Nice. Okay, nice. Got that many points. Let's get into the next race, which is the mid race. Okay, yeah, it's annoying. I forgot you can't just watch it from the perspective of others. Or you can't watch it from the first person perspective. But it's whatever. Nope, I didn't mean to take a picture. Whoops. Go away. Okay. Alright, let's watch this one. Why? Who? Why are you using that Kita-san for a mid-race? That's interesting. That's usually a long... That version of Kita is usually for long races. She's like perfectly made for long races. I really shouldn't judge, actually. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like, judging you. Also, these three Umas are, I think, the ones I made for the last CM. God, what a stark contrast it is from then to now, where it's just like, this is before the new scenario came out, where, as you can see, I struggle to even try and get to UB. Nowadays, it's hard to not get to UB now. It's just like, oof. What a time. Alright, one of you needs to catch up, though. One of you needs to start, well, maybe not needs to start making your move, but one of you needs to start thinking about your move. Oh, wind variation. Oh, wait, Jungle Pocket's up to second. Oh, Jungle Pocket's up to first. Wait, what the hell? When did that happen? Jungle Pocket's up to first. Oh, she's up to second. Okay, great. They're making their moves. Love to see that. Yep. Oh, final corner. Here it comes. Yep. There we go. Yeah. Keep going. There's wind variation. There's... Uh-oh, there's some of the other... Oh, come on, juggle pockets. Go. Oh, wind variation. Nice. Go. Oh, jungle pocket. Go. Pocket. Or variation. One of you win. I don't care. Oh, nice. First and second. Man, maybe I should be watching more of these races, because I've not actually been doing that well in the team trials. Like, I've been honestly losing a lot of the races here in the Japanese version. And this is the first time, well, not the first time, but this is first time in a while that I've watched these races, and I'm like, wow, I'm actually winning. There you go. Nice. Nice-oo. Another 5,000 points, 500,000 points. Nice. Okay, let's watch this long race. Where there, see, that's where you're supposed to use your Kita-san for this race, for these long races. Okay, and our favorite character, whose name is not what you think. It is good old Machitan or Omachi, or is not Mambo. If any of you call her Mambo, you're getting the ban. You're getting the ban hammer. Let's cheer on our girl Machitan. The good old AA Moon. Well, good start for Taishin, I guess, but I mean, it doesn't really matter for Taishin because she's a end closer. End closer. That's what they're called, yeah. Anyway. Oh, she's already activating her skill. Nice, love that. Oh, I forgot when her skill activates the third season opening plays. It's actually, I forgot that's a thing. Okay, well, it's just gonna keep playing now. Because it activated so early. Alright, well, enjoy the third opening, I guess. Or the third season opening. For the entire... Oh god, this is a long race, too. Oh no, this is gonna take forever. I'm not complaining, I love this song, but like, it's just like... Oh man, it's a long time for it to play. For it to play out. Is it gonna repeat? I don't think it's gonna repeat, but I hope it's not. Guess we'll see, but I don't think it should. Also, what are you doing, Kita? Come on. Can't lose to this Maya no Top Gun. Who do you think you are? Oh. And there's Tannhäuser. Good old 2 stars, so she doesn't get the fun. She doesn't get the complex skill activation, unfortunately. Like, that's the thing with the 1 and 2 star characters. Even if you do raise them up to 3 stars or higher, their skill activation isn't really that... Well, it isn't animated that much. It's just like, it's just kind of very short. It's a little bit unfortunate. The 2-star poverty animation. Actually, though, like, yeah, even if they just get their, even when they get their costumes, they still, like, it's just like, it's nothing, which is kind of unfortunate. A little sad. I mean, it's better than their 1 and 2 star animation, which is literally just nothing. But, dang. But it could be something like this, you know? I was like, there, look at that. Little Taishin. Also, let's go, Kita. Come on. Chronogenesis. Who do you think? You're not a long runner. What is Chronogenesis? Wait, is she the long runner? I don't remember. Probably. But no, look at that lead. Look at that lead. Kita-san black. Way too easy. Nice. Oh, look at those moves. Reminds me of Grand Allegria, who can freaking straight up do a front flip. Speaking of Grand Allegria, where is she? She is right here. She is in one of my teams. I did not mean to click that. See, look at that! See, if I don't watch the race, they lose, but if I've been watching the races, they win. So we'll prove it with this one. Okay. Got our dirt Umas right here. Transcend, Furioso, and Oguri Cap, which she doesn't really fare that well in this because she's not. Christmas Oguri Cap does a lot better. He's like the I keep pressing that button. Better in the medium races, but we'll take it here, I guess. Anyway, oh, there's another Transcend, and there's also a Smart Falcon. So we got a lot of front runners here. All right. Yeah, Nigeru indeed. Okay. Alright, Transcend, let's go. Let's do this. Wait, what? When did... Wait, I thought you were in the lead. When did Smart Falcon get up there? Hello? Alright, Furioso, you got this. Run for Funabashi. Where are we racing? I don't know. Are we in Funabashi right now? That'd be kind of nice. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, even though it's not fine, it's fine. Come on, Oguri, let's do this. Wait, why is Orfevre here? What? You're not Dirt, Uma. Who the frick? What? Hello? Nice. But like, actually though, Orfevre is a G rated for Dirt. Why is she here? What the heck? What is this? What is going on here? Also, we are not doing too well. Oh, wait. Might be clicking. Go faster, please. Accelerate. Oh my god. No. Yes, no, yes, maybe. No, too late. Unfortunate, but oh well. Well, we still won overall, but dang. Alright, whatever. Alright. Overall, still win with 2.36 million points. Japan. Japanese version. Okay, we'll do one more. I'll do the peeps that I skipped, which would have been the mile racer. So we'll do that real quick, and then we'll probably call it a stream. And we'll just kind of end it off with that. I'll show y'all what happens if I skip these. Oh, I won actually. Okay. Yeah, see, then I just lose these races. Okay, but now we're gonna watch this one, featuring good old Ines Fujin. We got Vivlos and we got Grand Allegria. Alright, let's see how they do. Okay, who's the other team? The other team has Aiki Shuttle, Grand Allegria, and Daiichi Ruby. Okay, interesting. See how it goes. Okay, great. I love when two of my Umas have late starts. That's really awesome. That is something that we love in this household. Especially the one who is freaking a front runner, you know, love that. Fine, I don't care. So fun fact, and I guess this isn't really going to be applicable right now, but this will be more applicable when all the spots open up in team trials, is that I think you actually get extra points if all three of your racers run different strategies. So for instance, if one of them is like a pace chaser, one of them is a front runner, one of them is end closer, you get points for that. Like if they're all in the same strategy, not like you miss out on too much, but it's still kind of a little bit of interesting team building there. So keep that in mind for y'all out there. Okay, well, no, Ines, what are you doing? No, stop her! Somebody stop her! Somebody stop that fake Grand Allegria! Oh, wait, go, wait, oh, I think I won. I think I won there with Vivlos. I mean, it wasn't Ines Fujin, unfortunately, but... Oh my god. Jesus, that was close. What is that, Hana? Hana head? I don't remember. Like a hand? By nose, yeah, by nose. Jesus Christ. Wow, they were all by nose. But yeah, we did it. Wow, and she got third. Okay, that's crazy. Oof. Like, literally, first through fourth were all by a nose. That is insane. But we actually take those. We take those here. In fact, I might watch this one because it looks like this is going to be for the entire team trials, because whoever wins this one wins the whole thing. So we'll do one more. We'll watch these guys again. Get another redemption arc. We'll see if they win this time. Alright, our opponent has Smart Falcon, Kopano Riki, and Hoko Tarumae. Not looking... Why do I keep pressing that button? Not a good sign for me, because those are all... And of course, I love it. Thank you so much. Especially since I'm facing off against some of the other frontrunners here, like Smart Falcon. It's fine, Transcend can do it. In fact, she's doing it right now. And if she can't do it, then the others can too. Maybe. Oh yeah, all 6 of these... Well, wait, why is Kopano Riki so far back? She's usually a front runner or a pace chaser. She's not usually that far back. That's interesting. Oh, there's Oguri. Okay, good. There's her skill activation. Love to see that. Okay, there's Transcend. I really need to change that so it doesn't just go to the short versions. That's not as fun. Okay. Come on, Transcend. Oh no, they're accelerating. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was afraid of. That Hoko Tarumae is really good. That's not good. Okay, well, no. Not happening. Yeah, that's fine. It is what it is. I don't have really good Umas for my dirt racers. You can kind of see by their ratings. But, whatever. Right. Well, unfortunately, that one is going to be a loss. Despite the fact that I think I got more points this... No, I didn't. I got 2.33 million. I think I got 2.36 last time. It's whatever. Meanwhile, I am in Class 5. So for those of you who are interested, there are 6 classes. And there actually have been 6 classes for, God, the longest. I really wish they'd expand it up to, like, to add more classes. Because it's been 6 classes for the longest time. And so you can kind of see, even just getting to Class 5, you need, like, It's probably going to end up being, like, 2.2 million in order to move up to the next class. And so for me, I've always just been kind of, like, in the cusp of Class 5, Class 6, where I move up and then move back down and just keep alternating between moving up and down. So that's a little bit of an annoyance there. But anyway, I think that's a pretty good amount of Uma. I think we've Uma'd it up, so I think that's probably going to be it for me. Also, it has been a while since I streamed it last, so remember how to get back into it, you know? It's like, that's a lot. I mean, charging protect. Oh, like charging was protected to protect my battery, which is fair because I do that. Anyway, so yeah, thank you all so much for watching the good old Uma times. We will see whether I stream tomorrow. It's probably most likely probably not going to be Uma. But we'll see what game awaits us for the next time. But until then, this has been Chino the Penguin. As always, thank you all so much for watching once again. And hope you all have a good rest of your Wednesday or whatever day it is for you. And until then, hope you all have a good one. Thank you and goodbye.